What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy J.D. Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris John. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah!
BTBTV. Chris John, man. Yo, boy, let's get him, man. Yeah, right, never off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Yeah. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick raps door off, pushed and shoved my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the roast. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best, if you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair. BTBTV, just ain't fair, man. Yeah.
Fully a progressive loop, brother.
Yeah.
Let's go, y'all. King of New Jersey.
Yo, born.
Is what it is, yo.
Show them how we do this, man. BTBTV. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. BTB TV. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Rah. Yo. John Gotti flow, rap Pablo. Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1 million notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like hollow toast. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have. Got that and then some, and then some. My ones on overload, say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, we don't go for that. All she wrote, another tale from the street. Death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street. Homicide the folks who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666, the devil on his shoulder, won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block, torn and running, get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their veins stick. We can't miss, we can hit the target with our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folk who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie curtain close. Yeah, BTBTV. The movement, man. You're born. You're born, let's get him.
Let's get him, nigga.
Let's get him. Kaz, we up in here, man. Hood famous.
Yeah, I want to hear some. I'm gonna bring y'all back real quick. To the first song my little bro made for my channel. I'm gonna see how far we go back. You there, brother? You there?
Born salute. I'm right here, man. Much love and respect, man. We about to turn it up tonight. Let's get them likes up, man.
Yeah, definitely get them likes up. Here we go, right here, y'all.
Yeah, I'm in no gang like ooh. What's all this commotion? Grown men got like females, ooh. Making moves, ain't gon' lose. Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm my own gang, do my own thing. I'm my own man, nah, ain't you. Cuz just hit me on the line, say he up in the city, said Nick come through. He from Philadelphia, they known as Philadelphia. They the fam, nothing new. I ain't got too much emotion to feeling for those trying to mess up my mood. From a place with a beef on fire, Camden East Side, ain't nothing new. Remember nights when we used to do crime. We dropped dimes on knowing we knew. If we got caught, we did not rap. We rather lay flat before we ever told. Cause loyalty still mean a lot to me, even though places on earth is a zoo. Think politics and presidents is gonna save them. Man, I thank God I ain't nothing like you. Ooh, we just multiply, we don't die. We done seen war and survive. And we done got bored with the vibe. But gang, all the all tough, yeah, ride. We ain't trying to run, we outside. If you ain't king, don't pay us no mind. Cause we do not recognize dudes who are faking. We militant, we don't play online. Yeah, I'm in no gang like ooh. What's all this commotion? Grown men got like females, ooh. Making moves, ain't gon' lose. Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm my own gang, do my own thing. I'm my own man, now I do not kill them with bars. I get them with truth, but they call me frivolous. Ooh, I do not beef on computer. I am no fool. No, I'm nothing like you. Every day I am on guard, but I cannot call who real or who faking my crew. I just know the back door isn't heavy, so I keep my eyes on everything that I see move. Some call it rude, but I call it militant vibe. We do not smile, refuse to go back and forth on computers, and we are too smart to act like we don't notice. Some notice the flow is like nah. Data gave me the cosign, along with us rhymes to crack. Say come back and see him when I was completed, and I'm gonna make it your time. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm floating on cloud nine. We protect the heavenly, mama, don't worry about me dying. God got me on fire, believe. Don't mind me, I'm floating on cloud nine. We protect the heavenly, mama, don't worry about me dying. God got me on fire, believe. Yeah, I'm in no gang like ooh. What's all this commotion? Grown men got like females, ooh. Making moves, ain't gon' lose. Mama ain't raised no fool.
Yo, shout out. I got my bruh, the hood blogger SV Twins in the building.
You already know how we carrying it, man. Born, much love and respect. Let's run it up tonight.
Yeah, I remember my boy, my little bruh, Chris John, Princeton, New Jersey, did this first song for me, right? I had gangbangers in my DM talking about, oh, you diss a gang. No, nigga. You can be blooded Crip, but you can't be God body. 1, 2, or 3, nigga. That's it.
Facts. That's a fact.
You can be blood or Crip, but you can't be Muslim, nigga. 1, 2, or 3. You choose.
Absolutely. You ain't never lied about that.
We got the B More Gooch in the building. Shout out to B More Gooch. Been rocking with me for since 2017. Salute to you, my bro.
Shout out to the whole chat. Make sure y'all hit them likes, man. Share this joint. We about to run this joint up.
Definitely, man. So let me ask you a question before we even get to the videos, you know what I'm saying, and see what's going on. What did you think about the Charleston White and Gillie kid situation, bro?
What I thought about it was, it just made me realize that, people it ain't no more morals and none of that no more these days, bro. Like I saw, for one, this what I thought about the whole joint, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. It's like this. What Gil said, Gil said in the DM. Gil said in the DM, if somebody texting me something and I screenshot that text and I put that joint up on Instagram and do that and expose it to the world, for one, that's a sucker move. That's no different than recording somebody's phone call and putting it up, trying to make content on it. That's not being the man. But secondly, it just shows you that there's no boundaries at all in life no more, bro. And to see certain people at certain ages, bro, that just shows you, what I'm saying, how the world is today. It was some sucker stuff, bro. It was some sucker stuff. I don't respect it. To be clear, I don't respect nothing that Charleston White said, bro. So for all y'all people out here that be like, this guy is he's speaking on facts. If you grown and you gotta listen to another man to tell you stuff that you should already know as your age, that just shows you what type of time you on, bro. If an adult got to be like, you know what? Make sure you look both ways when you cross the street and you seeing that man speaking facts, but you already knew that. Like, come on, bro. It's only but so many facts. Teach somebody how to become a millionaire, step by step, the true way. Not no spin-off or nothing like that. That's how you help somebody in the position. Not talking about things we already know that's going on in these hoods, bro. So these people be idolizing people that be seeing stuff that you already know.
Yeah, I feel you. And I'm gonna keep it real. I like Wallow. I like what Wallow doing for the community of Philly. You know what I'm saying? And I respect what Gillie's doing for the community of Philly. But sometimes Gillie does go a little too hard. But like I said, whatever say behind closed door should stay behind closed doors. The guy who's writing the book, he should have never sent Charleston White that screenshot. Know why? Because he should knew it would cause a lot of drama and stir up a lot of commotion. As men, we know we should do certain things we shouldn't do. You know what I mean? And what he shouldn't have did, he should have never sent that to Charleston, knowing how Charleston White was.
So
now, go ahead.
No, I ain't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to say, like, we've seen Gil go hard at times, but at the end of the day, when he go hard at who he's talking about. If anybody remember one of the first viral videos that he had, he was going at Cassidy. You don't hear him talking about Cassidy mom or Cassidy brother, and that. He went at Cassidy. Anytime he had an issue with anybody, I can't name one time that Gil went at anybody first. Every time Gil got in a situation, he responded to something somebody already said to him, bro. Yeah. And that person that had came in there that was working with Charleston White, he already known that Charleston White was already said a lot about Gil. So what response do he think that he would get? You dig what I'm saying? Like, Charleston White been disrespecting Gillie way before any of that. You know what I'm saying? So that joint was just a strategic move right there.
Mm-hmm. For clickbait and to sell a book.
Facts.
And I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm gonna be real, because where we from, bro. Charleston White's not welcome in Pennsylvania. He's not welcome in South Jersey or North Jersey, because of things he said that he's done in the past. If a person could get a hold of him, they gonna get a hold of him. I don't know. He going down south and moving around down south, but he ain't moving around no real hoods where somebody will try to take his head off. He been in Virginia, you know what I mean? And like I said, that's my man's. That's my little bro man's. You know what I'm saying? But I'm keeping it real. I'm like, yo, some things like like my brother was telling me that he's like, well, when people say things on your platform, you tell them "sakyamara" or something like that. Yeah, I do that. But I'm gonna tell you what it is. Some people can say what they want and don't care about the repercussions, and some people can say what they want, but they will have to worry about the repercussions. You dig what I'm saying? Some people not built to say everything they want to say out their mouth. Period. Some people not built like that. That's fact, bruh. You can talk all that shit to somebody run down and you'll catch you slipping, and then what's gonna happen? I can talk what I want to talk, but I walk through all the hoods, man. I don't ride through, I don't fly through. I walk through, I take a train through, I hop on an Uber and go through. You know what I'm saying? I do it. Any hood I go to, and I get respect because that's who I am. Some people can say what they want, some people can't. That's just being honest, bro.
That's a fact, and that boils down to the principles and morals, bro. Like, you know, it's just like I don't understand how somebody could act like they advocate to try to, you know, clean up the community and call out people for doing certain things, but then you contradict yourself with doing certain stuff, bro. That ain't necessary. I feel like somebody like Charleston White, as big as a platform he got, he could have went at Gillie a million other ways, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could get on there and be like, you a plant, you this, you that, you that. You could say a bunch of different things, bro.
He could have called Gillie zesty because
Exactly.
I did a show a couple years ago. I said, yo, Gillie be dancing kind of zesty as hell. You know what I'm saying? I did a show like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could say any of those type of things when you directed it to that man. What you do is you don't at the end of the day, you know, all that get discredited of what you say when you sit up here and you about to disrespect not only the dead, but you disrespecting somebody kid that got, you know, taken away in gun violence, bro. That ain't it. I could never respect it. And I saw under the comments where people, even I seen Whack 100. I know we gonna get into all that, but I seen people like in the comments like, oh well, he said this and he said that. That's the problem. It's no boundaries for nothing. That's why the world is how it is today. You can't. So for all y'all people that sit up here and saying that, oh well, he shouldn't have said this. So that means if I come up, if you come up and punch me in my face, if it ain't no boundaries, and that give me the right to blow your kid head off because you punched me in my face and I didn't see you and I saw your kid riding a pedal bike to the store, that mean that give me the right to do that. If it ain't no boundaries, then let it not be no boundaries. Y'all don't need to be complaining about none of this drill stuff that's going on. Y'all don't need to be upset when one of y'all kids or close ones end up in the morgue over something that somebody else did. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? People be justifying so much for this guy and certain people, bro. That it's sickening, bro. I can't respect it at all.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna cut you off, but I'm gonna say something. These guys are three heads of the same coin. Hassan Campbell, Whack 100, Charleston White.
Facts. That's a fact.
Some people like Hassan Campbell respect him. Some people don't despise him. Some people love Charleston White, respect him. Some people despise him. Some people like Whack 100, respect him, but 85 people despise Whack 100 for the things they say and they do. But with no further ado, I want you to hear what Charleston White had to say. Then we're going to hear what academics had to say about it, then Whack 100. And then we're going to go to the Diddy and 50 Cent situation. So check this out, y'all. Let's listen.
Snitching, nigga. Pow! That nigga shot your motherfucking son in the head, boy, on a line. Pow! Goddamn it, young Gillie been shot. I remember how you and Wallow were crying. You and Wallow were crying. Oh, my son. Oh, my son got killed. Oh, you were crying. Now you talking about snitching. You goddamn right I'm a law-abiding citizen. That's why your son unalive. Hold on. I'm gonna call my son. You got to go to the graveyard to see your son. say, look, this what my kids give me for Father's Day. Gillie, say Gillie, cash money backup singer. Say cash money backup singer. I'm sorry, backup dancer. Say, listen, I'm finna call my boy, cause you can't call yours. You got to do this. Oh, I miss my son. I don't miss my, I'm finna call mine right now. Hold on, let me call my son. Cause I'm finna do this, cause Gillie can't call here. He got an unalive boy. His son dead with maggots coming out his ass. Let me call my boy. Call my goddamn son.
Hello.
What's up, mijo?
What's up, Dan?
What you doing?
Man, it's going on.
Okay, you got to go to work today?
Nah, my car's been picked up.
Okay, I'll just call and talk to you. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, what you got going today?
I got to go pick up my merchandise out of Houston today.
Oh, okay. So you can be going out of town?
Oh, yeah, I'll be back this evening. Is your car,
okay.
your mom ready to finish with your car yet?
Oh,
okay.
Probably about another 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right, love you.
All right, love you too.
All right.
Okay.
Say, Gillie, wouldn't you want to hear your son's voice just one more time?
All right, that's enough of that. Yo, SV Twiz.
Yeah, man. Sickening. Being a father of five, I could never stoop that low, bro. Like they say you never wish jail on your worst
Facts,
enemy.
LeBron James, Bowl Sport Channel.
They say you never wish jail on your worst enemy. Death is worse than that. So to mock somebody in that situation and you a father, for one, you sit on there playing and joking around on live, your son could be walking around with 30 guns on him or whatever he said. That ain't that. You can only shoot one gun at one time. And everybody guard. It's always a time when your guard is down. You never know how nothing gonna play out. What God got wrote in the book, bro, it's already wrote. So you sit up here and they say you can throw rocks at the prison. You can throw rocks at the graveyard too. You dig what I'm saying? And we talking about a guy that at the end of the day, he was a regular guy before his internet success. So when he got his internet success,
Remember,
he lost everything.
He was a guy in a bow tie and a suit.
Facts. But when he got his success, his whole family got broke up because he let that success get to his head. And that's what's wrong with these guys. You sit up here and you get up. So the family that you was married to this woman and you had kids with him, and then that money came and all that got broke up. So while you sitting up here saying this and that, you don't know how nothing gonna play out, dog. Like you sit up here making fun of that man kid, bro. It's sickening, bro. It's sickening.
What if Tootsie got phone with his son, and his son went out there, son got his car in his son car in the shop, and his son had to be walking through Texas, and one of them dudes that he's beefing with, seeing his son, know who his son is.
His
and
whole
do
thing,
so vicious to his son.
The whole thing is he's so known and got so many enemies. How that man don't know that somebody his son around ain't gonna backdoor his son? He don't know how nothing gonna play out. He don't know how nothing gonna play out, bro. Because the average fan to him is not nobody in the streets. They regular citizens. They're just sitting back watching the entertainment stuff.
Most of them white people.
And the ones that's not, they regular citizens.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or entertainers that he court their attention. You be hearing rappers and stuff like that. Speaking on that, man. Ain't nobody in no trenches that's really getting busy, sitting back watching him taking no information from that man, bro. You know, he out of pocket, bro. I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it. What this world came to, and for him to be the age that he is,
Mm-hmm.
for one,
What he 46? 46? 47, something like that?
yeah, he looked 50. You know what I'm saying?
He looks
He
60.
need he need to shave that off because he in there tripping and doing all that stuff. I saw an old video where, you know, he had braids and all that. Now you look at he got bald spots everywhere. He need to clean that off. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
He need to
Christian,
freshen
my little
himself
bro,
up.
Christian, salute, bro. I'm glad you came up.
Christian, what's good?
I send you the I send you the video so you can check it out, man. If you need the link, just let me know and I'll send it to you. So I know you got something to say about it, because Christian, he do not like this dude, man. But he keep it
Yeah,
real.
I don't either. Like they say, I've been hearing a lot of people like, oh yeah, I disagree with a lot of stuff, but he say some real stuff. Man, a broke clock is right twice a day. Anybody in the world can say some
6
real
o'clock
stuff.
and 12 o'clock.
Facts. Anybody in the world can say some real stuff. Your actions and all that stuff count, bro. You know what I'm saying? It count. And how I look at it is, let's look at Gillie and Charleston White. They going back and forth on the internet. Let's say that she was on the other foot and Charleston White's son would have got his life taken. You think Gillie would have ever said or disrespected that man's son?
Not at all. I don't think so.
He wouldn't, bro. He wouldn't. And that's where the principles and morals come in there. With so many people justifying for this guy because they say only people who justify for that type of stuff is people that ain't never lose nobody that was close to him. And then when you lose somebody that's close to you, you will look at life completely different. That's like, for instance, I'm all right. Now, let's dig all the way into this, bro. I saw more on that video. I don't know if it's on this clip, but he had said he called Tuka mom up, right? So Tuka mom answered the phone, and he was like, "Until they apologize to you, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing." Now let's keep it a stack, bro. Let's keep it all the way a stack. Don't nobody want to see nobody get their life taken. It's unfortunate that Tuka got his life taken. But let's keep it a stat. From facts that the streets know or what they was talking about, the way Tuka got his life taken, Tuka was gang affiliated.
Mm-hmm.
His mom was in denial to it. When his mom talked about Tuka, his mom always talked about Tuka like, you know, oh, he was a good kid, he was this and that. But I heard her say, oh, he will put hands on you. Oh, he did keep this on him. You think they was on Tuka because he was getting straight A's in school? Hell no. Why you think it's called Tukaville? If you from any hood, from anywhere, hoods don't respect. Bro, you can have a kid that was a really good kid that didn't get nothing in those streets.
Yeah.
That hood not gonna get named after him after he passed. The hood not gonna hold his name up to a certain regard than they would to somebody that was a true robber. You can't compare that. He talking about Tuka's son. Tuka's son, I mean, he's talking about Tuka. Tuka is the same guy that are the people that you trying to talk about, like King Von and them. Why you think Chief Keef was even mentioning? You think Chief Keef would have mentioned Tuka in the song if Tuka wasn't known for getting busy? Tuka obviously put some work in on somebody on that side for that to even have happened, bro. But he sit up here trying to, you know, compare that, bro. When we talking about Gillie's son, who saw Gillie's son in any confrontation with anybody from Philly? We can talk the Philly drill wave, any of that. You never see him. He was a chill, fall back, get money guy. And he had hate because he was a guy that his pop had put him in position where he was able to get out. And people ain't like him walking around with jewelry and hopping out of big body Benzes and all that. He wasn't nobody out here disrespecting nobody, taking money from nobody, shooting at nobody. He wasn't one of them. It don't make no sense, bro. This internet stuff, this string get out of pocket, bro. I don't understand it, bro. And I don't understand
But yo, check this out. Before we get going further, I want you to listen to this right here. Now we're gonna listen to this. You're gonna tell me what you think about this guy, this character. You listen to the whole thing. You tell me what you think about this character. Yo, shout out to Clubhouse TV.
Subscribe. I'll tell the nigga, bro, you know. Yep. What happened?
Why? What he do?
He was talking about Gillie.
Hold on, let me put it up.
He already going at him again?
Hold on, nigga. He went at that nigga. You know what? I respect this gangster too. I'll tell the nigga, bro, you know, fair to fighting. That nigga, yo, play that shit. That nigga violated this nigga. Now, Gillie, now you gotta get out. Gillie, you's a bitch. If you do not, nigga, shouldn't be no talking. Gillie started it. Gillie started it.
Oh my God.
You gotta get out. Gillie, you's a bitch ass nigga. You put yourself in a situation where you got to show and prove. Either you're crashing, nigga, or you gonna make it happen. But boy, watch when y'all hear this shit. You gotta get out.
It's like that whack. I ain't even heard this shit.
Gotta get out.
Who got the audio? Who got the audio ready?
Audio is like 4 slides.
It's you nigga. Pow! That nigga shot your motherfucking son in the head, boy, on a line. Pow! Goddamn it, young Gillie been shot. I remember how you and Wallow were crying. You and Wallow were crying. Oh, my son got killed. Oh, you were crying. Now you talking about snitching. You goddamn right I'm a law-abiding citizen. That's why your son unalive. You got a dead son. Hold on. I'm finna call my son. You got to go to the graveyard to see your son. Say, look, this is what my kids give me for Father's Day. Gillie, say Gillie, cash money backup singer. Say, cash money backup singer. I'm sorry, backup dancer. Say, listen, I'm finna call my boy, because you can't call yours. You got to do this. Oh, I miss my son. I don't miss my, I'm finna call mine right now. Hold on, let me call my son. Because I'm finna do this, because Gillie can't call here. He got an unalive boy. His son dead with maggots coming out of his ass. Let me call my boy. Call my goddamn son.
Hello.
What's up, mijo?
What's up?
Hold on. Say, Gillie, wouldn't you want to hear your son's voice just one more time? But pow, they shot the kid to the oh, daddy. Oh, you didn't get to heaven. You too busy trying to play street and gangster. And your son got killed trying to play gangster. Bang, bang, nigga. Rest in peace. Psst, rest in peace. And I'm gonna hug my baby.
Fuck around.
No,
oh, shit, y'all.
Hold on. I'm gonna be real. Hold on. Get that nigga a rat pussy and a coward, nothing against you. But how do you know him? He was nobody in the 20s or 30s. Get to be 40-something and disrespect niggas that's known. That's the only reason why you ever heard of this bitch ass nigga. I don't know who he was talking to. Right? But hey, nigga, that reaction is a reaction. You can't tell a nigga how to react. Yeah, now
Yo,
what you gonna do?
Ball's in his court, whack, because he got a yeah. You got me fucked up. I mean, you know, yeah.
That is just so disrespectful.
But you can't be mad. Like, yeah, it is, but at the same time,
what's disrespectful?
Go ahead.
Now, isn't Wack supposed to be Gillie's boy? Wasn't Wack on $1 million for game?
Man, listen. This how fake Wack is. Anybody that come across this video, let me know if I'm wrong. Wack 100 went in on Tupac for Hit 'Em Up. He said Tupac, he don't respect Tupac Hit 'Em Up this, because at the end Tupac said, my 4-4 make sure all y'all kids won't grow. He said he could never respect nobody that say anything like that about kids. He done said it on that same platform he on Clubhouse. I heard him myself.
Mm-hmm.
He said it, went in on him. So what Pac said was nowhere near as disrespectful as what Charleston White said, for one. And for two, what you want Gillie to go do? Come out Texas and come out Texas and shoot him? Like what you want him to do? Your son been disrespected plenty of
Yeah,
times for being
I
a
don't hear
gipper.
you. What you said? What's what you said?
His son been disrespected plenty of times for being a gipper. What do you expect Gillie to go out there to go smoking?
Mm-hmm.
If
Oh yeah,
he
he says his. Hold on, let me ask you a question. His son in love with Fleece Johnson, huh?
facts. That's a fact. They went at him plenty of
His
times.
son, White 100 son in love with Fleece Johnson.
They went at him plenty of times for his
Yo,
son.
we got my little bro, man. We got
Salute, twins.
Cross,
What's up with
Cross,
y'all, man?
much respect, Cross. You already know how we carry it. What's good,
Yeah,
Cross?
man. Just got done eating with the family, man. Just jumping on
Okay.
here, showing love. You already know.
yeah, you know what the show's about, and we all, and everybody know when it's no high here.
Right.
Charleston White is my little bro's man. You know what I'm saying?
That's
right.
And
Right.
he have said he wants to say about it too. So you could go ahead and say what you got to say about it, bro. So all sides could be said and heard.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
like I said again.
Right now.
Right. Like how I told you. Like I said again. Whatever anybody do, that's on the person. And again, when I sent that to you, I know the backdrop, meaning as in it was again. It's when I look at it again, right is right, wrong is wrong. That's that man. He's a man. I can't tell him what he can and can't say, but I know the main reason was the fact of the children's book. And shout out to that, like I told you, that guy Deron Gaines. Um, he created a children's book, which again Charleston inspired him for the kids in Michigan, and he wanted to start his career, and even Charleston asked him like, why you want to write a book? He said, man, because I follow you. So if you look, like I said that to you, if you look at the text was, it was a, like if you sent me or Twiz sent me a mass something on Instagram, out of all the Instagrams, you reply and you say what you say about the book without looking at it, not knowing it's a kid's book and it's not his book. So you're already shooting the author down instead of giving props to the author, saying, hey man, keep doing your thing, I see what you're trying to do. Or you didn't even have to respond that's why I told you, if you put that up with what was said and what was sent to Charleston, and what he said was the fact, like, damn, he could have made it right then. Even if he had beef or whatever they had, he could have made it right and would have been like, you know what? Hey man, you keep doing your thing and I see what you're doing. Or like I said again, not even respond. He responded with those DMs to somebody he didn't even know. Like he didn't know the author. He didn't know this guy. And what he said was basically saying that they're calling the man all types of names when who knew he felt like that? So if you tell a strange person like that, are you telling people the way somebody would look at it? Are you blocking me from certain people because that's how you feel? And you just won't say it, but then you'll DM somebody. You was better off calling that person, telling that person or something, because you already knew that person was going to send it and forward, to Charleston. Like, damn, and I sent it to you, and you can read it to people of what was said and what the guy responded to.
Let me put my glasses. Hold on 1 second. Before you say that, though, the guy's a grown-ass man, right? If you know that shit could cause confusion and cause a beef, you're supposed to be doing things for the children, writing a children's book. Why would you send Charleston what he said? You could have just ignored the shit because you sent it to everybody else too. That's all I'm saying about it.
Well, yeah, and what I'm saying is you being this big name person, you probably get thousands of DMs. I'm saying it's one thing to put, he could have put, okay, let's just say he put that first line in there. Man, he went in to put a whole nother line. And the guy tried to explain, man, I'm a commissioner of, man, I'm not looking at it like y'all looking at it like, I don't, I'm telling you, and again, that's why I said read it to get both sides. And that's the only reason why he responded.
Here we go, y'all. He's like, F you send me this fake A nigga for. Damn, big homie, I'm just the author trying to help the babies. That nigga a rat, ussy, and a coward. Nothing against you, but how do you know him? He was nobody in his 20s and 30s, and to be 40-something and disrespect niggas that's known, that's the only reason you ever heard of this B-ass Negro.
Okay, so let's stop there. What I'm saying is, what was all that about? Like, just think about the flow of the text. The man said, think about what he said. Aim, homie, I'm just trying to help the babies. This has nothing to do with that man. This is about, and again, if you looked in the book, because I've seen it, it's only talking about humanity and kids and building the culture. So again, I'm not saying about what the name is. Go ahead.
All right.
The whole.
One more thing I want to say. No, hold on. Let me say this last point. Once you hear this last point, he said, he's like, after Gillie said that, he said, I appreciate you, big homie. I was a commissioner in my city, Ypsilanti, Michigan, and I do a lot of community work just like him. So I can identify with that man, Charleston White, and not the character. Although I understand the character was needed. I think and what he has been very effective in a positive way in our culture. Just think about it, big homie. Once he said discussing this, once he said this in the dead. All right, check this out. You keep calling this man big homie and all this and all that, but you still sending it. You said think about it. So why would you send him something else? Why would you send it out if you want to think about it? Now you trying to get
what he was saying was think about what I'm doing. Like far as think about what the purpose is, not think about it like I want you to think about it. It's a mass thing that people like when I tag people. I'm just saying when I tag people, again, if you know that people send you, we talk about shout out that man, Job, man. I hope everything is better as far as family wise. We love you, bro. But I'm just saying, imagine we even joke with Job when we say, Job, you keep sending something. And what do you say? Man, it's a connection. When I send it, it's a mass text. So if you got it, and I get them all the time, and you do, how many of them do you answer all the time? And how many do you sit there and do a long type? Like I said, I'm not making excuses for nobody, but I'm just letting people know that's what initiated the situation, because he felt like you're gonna end up because his face is on there and his name's on there, but this is a young black author that is going to take away his shine of him being who he is, and that shouldn't affect him, because the book actually, the kids in Michigan, that's why he said the kids in Michigan love the book. That's it. So
how I
go
look
ahead.
at it is, I ain't mean to cut you off, bro.
No, go ahead, Twin.
How I look at it is like this. If anybody know anything, my whole thing is this. I don't know where the guy is from that's an author. For one, why would you even write Gillie in the first place? My whole thing is you connected to Charleston White. If you wrote a book,
but listen, he did. Hold on, Twiz. Look at the text. Well, I gotta send you the text message the way it go. He didn't know that. That's why he said, "Damn, big homie, I did." Remember now, the next text came from Gillie. He said, "Damn, big homie, I didn't know that. It's just to help the babies." Now, Gillie didn't have to say nothing else. Then Born read a big long text that Gillie said after that about Charleston being 20 and 30 and nobody heard about him, and at 40 years old, he went into all that. If this a guy you don't know and this a guy that's just sending out, why would you say that? What was the cause of that?
My next question is, how did Gillie know? How was Charleston White even brought up in this topic? For if I'm an author and I wrote a book and I'm writing Gillie, how did Gillie know that Charleston White had any type of connection or
Because
any
it's
ties with this
listen, because
author?
the title, this is what I'm about to tell you. The title says everybody needs a child. That's his pictures on there. It's a kid's
Yeah.
book, and it says everybody. But I just again, I got to send it to you
So
the actual text because Born got. He can tell you it's in a reel.
so
It's like
so so what my whole point is saying is when Gil read that text, whether it was the title or whatever it was, he saw that it was a connection to Charleston White. So if you write a kid's book and somebody sitting up here saying, "Oh, everybody needs a Charleston White," and when Gil read this and see this title, he can go back 1 year, 2 year, 3 years of Charleston White saying stuff about him.
no, no. I'm
Gil
finna
has the right to say
no.
what he said.
I'm finna no. Listen, what I'm about to tell you. For what was it, 3, 4 years ago? Charleston, remember Pop Hunter? You remember him? What did Gillie say? Gillie said he was a snitch. That's how Charleston and them got into it. When Charleston said that man ain't no snitch, he was 13 years old. He had the biggest album. He was 13 years old, and he said his mama made him tell. Gillie said that he was a snitch. Go back and look at it. That was the beginning 3 years ago when Pop Hunter was blowing up on the East Coast, and Charles said, I don't got nothing to do with it, but this is a young kid. And why are y'all calling this young boy a snitch
But
when his mama told him to tell?
they call him a snitch because when this same young boy Pop Hunter was hitting millions of streams off of it, he was talking street stuff around street guys. So it's no different than somebody
Yeah,
exposing
but you talking
Mike
about
and Anthony
but listen
on.
what I'm saying. That's the same thing as, and we can even say it, even as Gunner when he was young and he was in Houston and he was on the news and all that. Again, he was just saying this a 13-year-old boy at first, and the whole thing came out when he got blew up was he was 13 or 14. Remember, his mother told him to tell on the situation. So when he tried to explain it, Gillie, a grown man, said he was a snitch. That's what was said. Like, that's the truth. So Charleston defended Pop Hunter. And Gillie got mad because Charleston was defending Pop Hunter. That's what started that. That was 3 years ago. And since then, Charleston ain't said nothing about the man. So now we move forward to this DM that came out. Again, I'm only telling people the storyline because, again, anybody gonna say what they say. Again, I don't agree with nobody speaking on nobody, but I'm just saying, if I throw a rock at you, I cannot tell you to throw a rock back at me. I can only, if you throw a brick at me and
But
hit
that's
me,
but that's the
that
thing. But that's the thing. He didn't respond how a man should respond. If you throw a brick at me, I'm not gonna throw a brick at your daughter. That's the whole thing. It's not about the disrespect.
no,
It's
because
it's
they
it's
meant
about
Twiz,
that. It's about that he lost his kid to violence. He lost
Twiz.
his
Now
kid to
we know
violence.
this. We know how it is. If you get mad at somebody right now, and you say, man, blank you, blank, you know what I'm saying? Man, you know what I'm saying? I hope, da, 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 da. You telling me you're provoking the situation because somebody is provoking you. There's no rules to when you're provoking somebody. Again, if Gillie's bigger than him and he has a bigger platform, why should somebody starting off as an author with no buzz, why would you respond to him? That's all I'm asking. And when you respond to them, why didn't you keep a professional? Why would you tell a strange person that you don't know? The fact of the matter is that you don't like this person and you went from his age of 20 and 30 and 40 and he's this. Like I said, if Born send him the thing so he can see how it went. And again, it's not like I get what you're saying, but again, it was the go back and look at it. You can Google it. That Charleston was defending Pop Hunter because everybody was saying this young boy, he was blowing up, and everybody was saying he was a snitch. That's what the whole
So,
thing.
Gail, I know for a fact, Charleston White, after that first time, all right, we can say the Pop Hunter stuff. That's like neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? We can say that how whether people look at him as a snitch or not is different. You gotta remember, you talking about like in certain hoods, it's like this. If I told when I was 13 and now I'm 18 and I'm making music about hitting them up and doing all this and that, and I carry a street persona like I'm a street guy, you will get your situation tagged. And I know from the city of Philly, the average 13-year-old, either they playing sports or they in the street. So a 13-year-old in the average hood know the difference between telling me whether or not his mom made him to do that or not. I'm not holding him responsible. But what I am going to say is, I know for a fact that Charleston White poked holes at Gillie plenty of times after that. There's numerous videos on YouTube where people that uploaded him going in on Gillie and them. But my whole thing is leading to say to
Yeah.
this is what I'm just trying to say is, if I'm dealing with Charleston White and I'm writing a book, if anything got any type of connections to Charleston White, why am I writing Gillie? Charleston White got one of the biggest voices on the internet.
No, he wasn't.
Your whole
What I'm saying,
promotion and
that's like
advertisement is coming through Charleston White. Am I
White.
wrong?
Okay, okay. Listen, what I'm saying. That's like, okay, if I get on Instagram right now and I upload a reel, and everybody in there, I tag everybody that done follow me or I'm following them. I tag them. It's in my storyline. It's in my reel. That's what I'm telling you. If you look at the picture, I took the screen. It's in the story. It's in the Instagram reel. So it was tagged. You know what I'm saying? Like if I put a reel up and I tag you and tag Born and everybody that's in there, I hit the button tag and send it to everybody. That's all it was. The response, it wasn't like he wrote saying, "Hey, Gillie, got this book and I want you to look at it and read it." It wasn't like that. The response came back from a short reel on Instagram. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I'm not saying it was right or wrong. That's what I'm saying. It ain't my job to say, because again, we don't have no dog in this race because that's them men. Right. So that's what I'm, and I want the audience to know this is content based and these are my brothers. So I want people to understand that, but I want people to also understand. That's why I told Born to send that to you so you can see how it went, and it shows it from the
Definitely. And real quick, I just gotta say, Cross, you already know it's all love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and
It's
you
all
have
love
every
always.
here. Look, Born told me before he was going to do it, and I told him he got every right to do it. But I also told him, I said, just make sure that however somebody might take it. Again, it's what's taken about what was said about his son, and I understand that. But again, I had to learn too, is especially when you cross the line or you stopping somebody from doing what they're doing and they're not bothering you, and you say something to them which can affect, and that again is not affecting his bottom line, but it's stopping this one artist or one author to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And that's all he was saying. Like,
hold up, Maki in the building. Salute Maki. Game time. Maki in the building. Salute.
Salute Mike in the building. I ain't seen Mike in a hot second.
No, me either.
I just look at it. I just look at it like this. I feel like, I guess I just come from a different cloth, bro. Like it's different. It's morals and principles with everything.
Right.
Everything. It's like, how, for instance, it's like, how it used to be the mob rules, no women, no kids. When people used to live by that, where you could be going to war with somebody. If somebody see you carrying groceries in the house with your grandma, they not gonna hop out and knock you down. But nowadays we live in an era where, if I'm going through it with him and I see his baby sister coming from school, I'm going to smoke her. It's the same type of thing that's going on right now verbally on this internet. and I feel
Salute.
like I feel like I could never justify anything that I know that
Same
I
time.
wouldn't
Salute.
do, period, as a man. You think what I'm saying? And I just feel
Right.
like that's foul when we talking about somebody kid that got their life taken. My whole thing is this: that was a DM that I was looking at. That was definitely DM. It's not like he did a post on Instagram and he tagged them, and Gillie came under
But,
his
but,
post and
but,
said that was a DM right there.
listen. But okay, if is the so you're telling me the text messages was warranted, the response was warranted to what he said, even though whether he like him or not, it's a lot of people that Gillie don't like. I'm just asking you. You telling me if you didn't deal with somebody, because I get a lot of people that send me DMs on, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them I respond because a lot, and I don't respond to. So if I were to go and I would take the time out to respond like that, not like you. I mean, again, I'm asking you if you didn't deal with somebody, and you was a big name, you would respond like that.
It depends. It depends on you know what I'm saying, on who it was. All right, it's like this. It's like this. Put it like this. Say if somebody disrespected me numerous times,
But
whether
I just
I'm just saying
yeah.
whether it's a phone call or a DM, certain men they going to let it be known, bro. I don't mess with him. So meaning if it was a DM or if that offer came to Gil face to face and Gil responded how he responded, you know what I'm saying? He got the right to tell him. For one, at the end of the day, let's keep it a step. Everything that Gil said, we can't say that none of that is a lie. Charleston White already said that he would tell on you. He done already been on lives talking to cops. He done sent child services to finesse 2 times crib.
Well, that's
Everything
not.
that
Yeah,
Gil said,
I mean, that
Charleston
was.
White
I just
already
want to
lived up to.
again. I'm gonna clear that up. That was the internet, dog. He did not. He did not do that. Like
But
I'm
he
just.
admitted,
Yeah,
to it.
I
So
mean, he said a
perception is
lot of. What
everything.
I'm saying is, he said a lot of things on there. I'm just clearing it up because he even came back. If you go watch the video and said, "Man, I was just bullshitting with y'all, man. I put everybody on mute to act like I was." He didn't do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, I'm asking you, you saying it should be warranted. So, and I totally respect it if he did that. But I recall and I know that he only responded. They went back and forth. It was like 3 years ago about the Pop Hunter thing. So I understand it. And like you said, it was sent in his DM. Okay, cool. I get that. But my thing is, the response after the man, okay, if you got the text that Bourne sent you, there's a response what he said about it. Then the man said, "Damn, big homie, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff for the community." Now, do you go back and respond with a longer response like he said, and you include all this other stuff to somebody off of somebody just DMing you? I mean, just you saying somebody just DMing you. So if I DM him, he gonna just go off on me like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it always that I had people DM me about certain stuff that I never knew a day. You know what I'm saying? People I never met a day in my life. And if they say the right thing, I'm gonna respond accordingly. So I just feel like it depends on who. My whole thing is this, how I look at it, like
Yeah.
you said, it stemmed from the Pop Hunter stuff. So is there anybody that know about Charleston White that didn't know Gillie and Charleston White had a back and forth? I'm not gonna sit up here. I'm not gonna sit up here and DM Jay Prince and be like, you know what, me and Whack 100, we working on this. You know what I'm saying? Could you? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. I know it's gonna cause friction, and that person that wrote that knew it was gonna cause friction. Cause a real man would, if I write you and you be like, oh no, you cool with Born, like Born is sucker. I'm not going to screenshot it and put it on Insta. I'm just going to keep it at that. I'm not even going to tell Born because I don't even want it to escalate. I'm going to keep it moving. So the person that wrote Gillie knew Charleston White and Gillie had a past issue. He screenshot it and put it up to cause what controversy. So that defeated the whole purpose of you sitting up here acting like you got a book and you sit up here trying to save the youth. How you trying to save the youth when you doing stuff like that and you causing controversy. Now, what if somebody did die behind this? You got Whack 100 on Clubhouse talking about something. Oh, damn, that's crazy. You's a sucker if you let that slide. Now, what if Gillie happened to bump into him and Charleston White smoked Gillie, or Gillie smoked Charleston White, or something like that? So what is the positivity? Now that's defeating the whole purpose of the whole joint. They be playing games on this internet and everybody be acting like, oh, this we got to excuse this
And I'm
because of
glad
that.
you. And no, and I hate to cut you off, King, and I'm glad you said that. And the internet, and I'm gonna say this again, the internet world needs to hear this because you just spoke nothing but the truth. What people fail to realize is the internet. You know this, and I know this. At the end of the day, um, both of those guys, just like anybody else you've seen, Whack 100 doing it, or anybody else doing it, these people like Meek Mill, you've been seeing it. Also Twiz, I was right. I try to tell you. Do you see what's going on right now?
Yo, hold on. We're about to get to that next. We're about to get to that Diddy next.
We'll get into that, but we'll go
Okay,
Meek.
yeah, man. Yeah.
No, you was talking about Meek. All this stuff coming down on Diddy, but we gonna get into that.
Oh,
We ain't
Meek,
see the
you got to remember, Meek is in the paperwork for not the fact of what he did. You got to remember, go back to the other page I did on my show, is that he was implicated with Chris Brown with the lacing of the liquid and the underage. Don't forget that. I just want you to remember that now.
it's no facts till we see the proof. They are allegations as of now.
No, it's in the paperwork. They about to release they redacting everything, and they about to release the thing because I was telling Bourne, and Bourne was saying it. That's the reason why they had Homeland Security, because in 1970, most people don't know, Hugh Hefner, if you go Google it, the Playboy Mansion actually built tunnels under there where it had stars under there, the same house he living at. One of them is, they had what is it? Jack Nicholson, Warren Beatty, James Cain, and Kirk Douglas. All of them, and Humphrey Bogart, all of them. So Diddy lived like walking distance from it. That's why they went there, because if you Google it, you'll see that the tunnels was built over the golf course. So that's why they went. That's why they had all.
Truthfully, and not to cut you off, Cross, and we ain't gonna jump the topic. I feel
Okay.
like I'm not gonna sit there and say Diddy innocent. We all know that he got another side to him, but to me it looked like, the people that placed him in position is tearing him down because he wasn't following them proper rules. That's like
without a doubt.
That's like us sitting up here saying Michael Jackson is still guilty or something like that. We seen
Well,
that.
they claim allegedly, and we got to say for the internet, allegedly they claim Diddy is connected to it. I'm gonna do a show on that. I'm gonna break that down. But that's what they say. You got to remember. Now, again, you remember Fatim Muhammad? I know we all said, but Fatim Muhammad is the same security guard that was with Michael Jackson. And when Michael Jackson passed away, he was only 21. He was over the whole thing 6 months after he graduated in 2008 from Sacramento State. He ended up being Michael Jackson's over everything. 6 months later, MJ, was unalive. And what's his name? The doctor and Fatim Muhammad is the only one that was there. And then turn around, Fatim Muhammad is head of Puff Daddy's security right now. And Tommy Mottola, when Michael Jackson said he was the devil, Tommy Mottola sold his house to Puff Daddy, which they was best friends. But that's a whole nother subject.
All right, let me say something. Now I feel all y'all saying, and I'm here and there with the Charleston White situation, but I'm gonna tell you something because you my brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it $150 with you. I never bite my tongue with you. I told you this before. You're around Charleston White. You know what I'm saying? If he actually comes to place and you can make it, you go. What I'm saying is, you my brother. Charleston, you're man, but you're my brother. I don't want you to be in the line of fire when he said things. That's what I think about.
Shit.
That's what I think about. You hear me, Cross? Cross. That's what I think about.
You got a phone call or something like that.
That's what I think about when I hear Charleston White say some off the hook outlandish shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I think about his safety. And that's just me. Yo, Hip Hop Tune, my boy, North Carolina, Brick City in the building. Salute, bro. I see you in here. Thanks for stopping through, my brother. Thanks for stopping through. If you got anything to say on the subject matter, I'll send you the link. Let me know, and you can say what you gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Is Jersey in the house without a doubt? But you understand what I'm saying? Twist?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I definitely look at it as that, and I just look at it right is right and wrong is wrong. You think what I'm saying? Cross actually said that earlier. So if I look at something like I wouldn't do morally as not only as a man but as a father, you know, that's just how I'm gonna carry it all the way. It's no different if the shoe was on the other foot. If it happened to Charleston White and Gillie did it, I would say that was a sucker move. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That you don't do that as a man. It ain't about no.
All right, hold on. All right,
I don't
Cross
care where
bet.
it go from.
Get up on your computer, nigga. Come on back. We here. Cause I gotta finish say what I gotta say, my nigga. Nah, yeah, facts. If Gillie would have said some shit like that about Charleston's son, you know what I'm saying? I would have got him Gillie as I got him Gillie as many times about things he said about the way things he did. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. And my whole thing is this: like it was said earlier, if you advocating for the youth, whether you're the author or Charleston White, it should be to do's and to don'ts. We saw Martin Luther King and Malcolm X debate plenty of times. I never heard none of them throw nobody around them that was, you know, close to them or relative or something like that, you know, as a topic of conversation. That right there.
Even Malcolm X house caught on fire, Martin Luther King and Betty Chavez. I mean, Martin Luther King and what's his wife's name? Claretta Scott King invited Malcolm X and his family to live with them, stay with them for a time until they got back on their feet. A lot of people don't know that, but that's what happened. That's why Betty Shabazz and Claretta Scott King were so tight. Because they put out the invitation for them.
Because at the end of the day, people can say whatever they want, but it's all about the money when it come to people like Charleston White and them and stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying? The shock value, he understands the algorithm, that it's all about the shock value. So the more outstanding stuff he say, the worse it's going to be. That's why you.
Hold on, I want you to check that out too, because I pulled this up. Just the reason I pulled this one up is because this is these academics saying the Charleston White go too far. And I didn't watch it yet. This is gonna be the first time for me watching it and for you.
Real quick though, I will say this. Somebody please, could we get y'all to give Charleston White and Charleston White and a couple people like a boxing match. Charleston White's not beefing with Gillie. Apparently Gillie messaged Charleston White or messaged somebody talking about Charleston White, and he said this: that nigga is a rat pussy and a coward. Nothing against you, but how do you know him? He was a nobody in his 20s or 30s and get to be 40-something and disrespect niggas that's known. That's the only reason you ever heard of this bitch-ass nigga. Apparently this was Gillie speaking to someone. I guess that person sent a message to Charleston, and Charleston's not responding. He said, yo, Gillie, I would have snitched on your son's killer, which, you know, that kind of get a little bit, you know, whatever. He went on live and then said this.
Got a dead son and you talking about snitching, nigga. Pow! That nigga shot your motherfucking son in the head, boy, on the line. Pow! Goddamn it, young Gillie been shot. I remember how you and Wallow were crying. Oh, my son. Oh, my son got killed. Oh, you would cry. Now you talking about snitching. You goddamn right I'm a law-abiding citizen. That's why. Big gangster, and your son got killed.
Wow. I don't know what the beef is between Charleston White and Gillie. This is kind of, but I think this is Gillie's son right here.
Rest in peace, Cheese. Long live Cheese. Rest in
Charleston
peace.
says I would have snitched on his killers. Okay, man. I honestly don't know why these two are into it. Look like Gillie clearly doesn't appreciate certain things about Charleston White. And who knows? I don't know who started it. I don't know who said something first. I will say, you know, out of respect for both of these guys, I could only show my empathy for both of them. And, you know, specifically for Gillie, man, I have tremendous respect for Gillie. I could only imagine what he went through when his son passed. And, you know, me and him we were talking pretty frequently right before that. But, man, it was one of those things where I feel like even I was lost for words where I couldn't even understand the pain and the, you know, just turmoil.
Hey, what, nigga? You don't got no kids, fat boy.
So,
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I don't like all that. Yeah, he doing too much. He doing too much.
You know, obviously I don't take that as like a joking matter at all. I will say that,
Nigga, why you ain't get them niggas to kill your cousin Howard, nigga?
And the fact about it, he keeps saying, and you know this DJ Academics, and I hate that because he's playing the narrative saying, well, I don't know why because it's DJ Academics, bro. All you got to do is pull the film up. It's not really no beef, and people are making it out more than anything. Again, you can even, like I said, I know, Charles. That was because of the fact of he got that. Now, like just like Twiz said, now I will agree. Dude probably shouldn't have sent it to him. He should have just left it alone. Maybe he, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that would have been on him because maybe he knew. Because I know how he gonna react. I already know. If I had sent him something, that's why I wouldn't send him nothing like that, like you say. But the man sent him because he don't know him like that. He don't. Again, you talking about a person that don't know the dude. Yeah, it's not. Again, I told Born and them, again, it started with something else and then it got to the internet. So again, I don't disagree with what nobody say or because, hey, that's their opinion and I can't knock nobody's opinion. I would never knock.
And before your phone died, what I was saying is, I didn't mean to cut you off before your phone died. What I was saying is, yo, I hate when he do shit like that because you be with him a lot of times. And you my little brother. I want you to call no crossfires because he said runs away. You know what I'm saying? That's what bothers me about it. My grandfather told me, he's like, you can't just think for yourself. You got to think for other people too. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
You can't do something and then you say some shit and then the motherfucker see your man and say, oh, that's that nigga be with Charleston right there. That's that nigga Cross. Blah, 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 blah. And you got kids and a wife. That's why I pissed about it.
Right.
And I just got to say real quick, Big E, man, sorry for your loss, man.
Yeah, condolences. Sorry for your loss, man.
Right. Yeah, sorry to hear that. And again, you already know, again, I can't say too much because like I said, the internet, and I get the internet, you know, perception of it, but again, you already know the real life perception. But again, the internet, and I totally respect that. Again, I ain't knocking nobody. I'm just getting people, and I told you, hey, you have every right to say it, but I want people to understand how it started from there and escalated from there. Because other than that, he don't know. A lot of these people, he don't know they come at him. They come at him, and I know this for a fact. So if they come at him, he gonna come at them. And again, I'm not saying what is right or wrong. It's like if somebody put their hands, and I'm just using this, and maybe people don't look at it like this. Somebody put their hands on my child. If I go and do something to them that I know I can go to jail, To me, that's justifiable. Meaning, you can't, if you do something to somebody, you can't predict what their reaction is. That's all I'm saying. Or you say something to somebody, you cannot predict a person's reaction, especially if they're adult. They're adult. I cannot predict another man, like me and Born talked about certain things, and I can't predict some of his actions, but he my guy. And again, that's his actions. And when he says certain things, a lot of people don't know, it could affect me. But at the same time, I respect what he's saying. Just like I respect what Twiz's saying. Like I respect that.
And that's a fact. And that's pretty much, you know what I was saying. It's like this. If I come up and smack somebody and he punch me and knock me out and kick my teeth out my mouth, you
Right.
know, now that's a reaction. But if I come up and smack somebody, and then after I smack somebody, that man don't do nothing to me, but he put his hands on my kids. Of course, we can say that there's no boundaries, but I look at it like it should be boundaries. That's no different than when that man was at Chicago and he had his kid in the back of the car, and they had came up and they shot the car up, and he didn't get hit at all, and they took his kid life.
Right.
You know, and that's where I feel like, especially like, it's like this. I hold Charleston White to a certain standard, a different standard than I would as a drill rapper. Because Charleston White is somebody where it's like, you know, you talking about cleaning up the community, you calling out people for doing these things, and you know, even with him speaking to Tuka Mom and stuff like that, right there, that's just adding fuel to the fire. So if you do have the youth that's listening to you,
But
and one day you
wait a
saying
minute
this
now.
and that,
But it's no different than how your boy said he pushing the peace too as well. When you see people like FYBG Maine and those type of people that are trying to push the peace and trying to cross bridges, even when he did it with the whole thing, shout out FYBG Maine and Tay Savage. Then that was historical, and they're doing stuff. A lot of times what I'm saying is it might be unorthodox to a lot of people. And what we don't know, again, it's what we don't know. It's like our relationship, right? I'm gonna use me and you. They don't know our relationship behind the scenes, only on the internet. So we get the going back and forth. That's why I had to say that. It is messed up. You got to say it on the internet because I know you. So I know there's no harm, no foul. But on the internet, I have to address that because people can misconstrue, because perception is it's totally different. You're getting a snapshot of something and you're making an analysis on the whole thing. And I totally understand it because it's the internet. But that's why I use a lot of the examples. Again, that ain't my place to say what some other man would do. Now, would I do that? Hey, I might not do that. But if somebody but if somebody say something to me or say something or stop my money, I might say something. I've been known to say the wildest things to strike that nerve.
So my question to you is, do you think that Charleston White crossed boundaries that he shouldn't have crossed, or do you feel like it's acceptable because of whatever that screenshot of the DM was?
No, I'm not saying, I'm not going to, again, like I said, again, me, and that's why I use me. Me, on the other hand, maybe I might have done it different. I can't say that because I don't know the situation. I don't know if
I know you would have done it different, Cross. You live
right,
by a different principle.
Right, but what I'm saying is, and me and Born talk offline, and I use and me and Born talking like save answers, like, and I'm using an example. Somebody might say something to Born in the comment section, right? Like, Born, you being this, that, and the third. And Born might say something crazy, like something about somebody's mama, right? Like, automatically, like, why would you do that? But that's my guy. Now, I know it touched a nerve with him, and he's going to provoke the situation. Now, you've heard him say that, and I've heard him say that, but that's my guy.
But Born wouldn't say it if the person that he was saying it to, if he knew that person mom just got their life taken or just
but listen what you're saying. But to say it anyway, Listen what you said. They shouldn't do it, and there should be boundaries. So when he says it, he doesn't. And I'm glad you said that. He'll tell you. I said on the phone. I said, how do you not know if that parent is not there? So now what is, because again, you're taking a straight shot at somebody, and you don't. They're not talking about your mom and them. See, that's what I'm saying. So we got to be.
Yo,
Again, I'm not.
hold on. Listen. It's a difference between jonesing, cracking on a person, and talking
Bruh,
about person's dead son.
when you bring, listen, I don't know nothing about the Jones thing. I'm saying,
Now,
like, when you,
people,
I
let me tell you what Jonesing
People,
is.
uh,
We Jones, that up where we from, so you from VA. I don't know if you know about Jonesing. We call it hiking on people or
yeah, we
cracking on
call it
people.
that too. We call it cracking jokes and all that. I get that. But
So
in
there's a
order to
difference.
crack a joke got to be cracked to you. And again, I'm gonna use example in the chat. If somebody say they don't like something, that's not a joke. You respond back with
but
whatever it is that you're gonna say. And
but
again, I don't knock that. That's what I'm saying. I'm born to change. I don't knock that.
this what separates the principles and morals. If somebody come in a live chat and say something about Born, and Born be like, oh, where was you at? Oh, I was with your mom last night. If Born says that, and the person was in the chat and was like, damn, bro, you ain't had to say nothing about my mom. She just passed. I can guarantee pretty much I can bet my bottom dollar that Born be like,
No,
man,
they
you know, I
no
ain't mean to
because
disrespect
he
your
didn't.
mom. I ain't mean
No,
to disrespect
listen.
your mom. I ain't know she
And that's
passed.
true, but what I'm saying is, again, he didn't said it, and I'm just using that. We using that example. He didn't said it, but then they not come back in the chat. What if? Because you don't know that person. What if that touched that person and say, you know what? I ain't coming on there because that bothered me. You know what I'm saying? Like we
But
can't assume
but we know
that
that
in a
Gillie Kid got killed, and Charleston White had 100%, 110% knowledge that knows that he got
yeah,
killed.
yeah,
If
yeah.
Born run that back, but if Born run it back, he ain't come on there like, what you said this, da, da, da. He came on there like, that's why your son got shot in his head.
Well,
That's
no,
why I
saying
don't
is
call my
what
son
I'm
right
saying
now.
is the DM. But what I'm saying is the DM again sparked that. If the bottom of it, he was saying all that stuff. And again, I'm not disagreeing or agreeing because we and I won't. And this ain't for you. This is for the internet to understand we are not him and I'm not him. But again, I just know that as a man, I just know as a man that if you do something to me, you can't. If I'm sitting there because you don't know how methodical a person thinking, you do something to me, you can't predict, and it'd be crazy to assume or predict what you can think what another man's thinking
So
or what
so
he should
so
do in
so
retaliation.
so if Gil got other kids, if Gil other kids is a friend of Charleston White's son, the same son that he called, and Gil other kids choose to backdoor his son and get Charleston White's son head knocked off with 250,000, can we say that it's all right because he said what he said about his son? Can we say that, or right is right and wrong is wrong?
We again, that would be on the basis, like you just again. I'm not saying methodically, but I'm saying that's on the basis of how he would think. I can't predict what he would. That's all I'm saying is I can't predict what he would think. I'm just saying again. If you again, that's why I use analogy and I use somebody's sister or somebody's child or if you broke into my car or you broke into my house, if you broke into my house and you stole something out of my house, if I went to go to your house, I could do two things. I could do the right thing and call the police, or if I went through there and lit your whole crib up, that doesn't warrant you breaking in my house, but you can't tell me what I'm going to do in retaliation of what you did to me. That's all I'm saying, whether it be emotional, vocal, or physical.
And
Bro,
I
bro,
want to say,
bro,
something. Go ahead.
bro, when I was 12, my sister got killed. She got stabbed over 60 something times. If I'm sitting up here and I'm beefing with somebody on the internet and I'm going at him like, look at your sneaks, bro, or you a nut, or you a sucker, and that person say, anything that's violating, and this is my sister. We're not talking about my
Right.
kid. God forbid it's my kid. If a person say something like that, it's yard out, bro. And Gil got way more
And
patience.
that's totally accept.
Gil got way more patience than what a lot of people would have. Because at the end of the day, everything would be yard out.
No,
I would have to spend the rest of my life in jail, or that person would have to take my life, bro. Because
but
he
listen
crossed
what
the
you're saying,
line
and
that
that's
shouldn't be
totally
crossed.
listen what I'm saying though, Twist. That's totally that's again totally warranted of how you would do that. That's what I'm saying. So again, everybody has a different perspective, but one thing we gotta say is again, we are not them. So I get what you're saying. That's why I keep saying it's like nothing y'all saying is either right or wrong answer. It's just the
Hold
fact
on.
that for right
Let me
for
say one thing. I want to
yeah.
cut you off. Let me say one thing. One of the major things that pissed me off, what he said was, "You know who killed your son, and you won't even tell the police." Nope, man. Philly murders be don't nobody know about no murders for a long time. You get lucky enough to get camera videos, and you catch it. Murders in Philly go unsolved. Just how many unsolved murders in Philly
But
that nobody knows did it?
Born, we gotta remember this. We talking about an outsider. We talking about can't Charleston White or nobody on the internet can pinpoint who did what to Gillie's son. Now, one thing that people fail to realize is how do anybody on this internet that ain't from the city of Philly know for a fact that the person that killed Gillie's son is walking this earth today? Don't nobody know. You know how many homicides have been since Gillie's son
But,
got killed?
listen,
Don't nobody know. He could be
that's what
16
I'm
for all anybody knows.
and this what I'm saying. Listen to what you're saying. An outsider that don't know what's going on. So when he's doing that, he ain't doing that to do it because he know that's why maybe it ain't no response. The only people responding is the people who would do something differently. So what I'm saying is, like you said, how would he know? He ain't say nothing. He didn't say. He said that. But if you know what it is, then it is what. Like I said again, we all know how everybody is when it comes to this internet stuff, and we know what pushes on the internet. I think, me personally, it all get resolved, dog. Behind the scenes, it gets resolved. You know what I'm saying? Because again,
I just look at it like we stronger together than apart. At the end of the day, all this stuff that Gil went through, he's still trying to help the community. He's still trying to shoot for violence and stuff like that. I just feel like I feel like Charleston White, his ego is too big because at the end of the day, a lot of that stuff could have got nipped in the bud. You know,
and it
a
could have
lot
got
of stuff could have got put to the
it could have
side,
got
and they
nipped in
could
the
have worked
bud.
together.
It could have got nipped in the bud when with not having a response. Though it again, the
Yo,
response wasn't warranted.
Gil never
But I
responded
will
straight
say,
to Charleston White.
but I
all
will
right,
say, but I'm
listen.
saying, hold on, let me say this. I will say this. He does, man. Listen, dog. He do a lot, dog, in the community in every other state.
Listen,
I know this, but
listen. But I can tell you this: Charleston White ain't do more in the community than Gil did. I consider it as a fact.
well, I can't say what he did in Fort Worth. I know what he done in other states where he done gave back, created programs in other states. I do know that for a fact. That's all I'm saying. I can't say what he did in Fort Worth because I don't live in Fort. I know in Atlanta, I know in the Florida areas and in Alabama, I know all these areas. I know that personally. That's what I'm saying. So again, I totally understand where everybody coming from because again, but I think it was more or less the fact that that man he did it the way he did it because he was more upset the fact that that man said that to a person he didn't know and downgraded him and the way he felt like, well, damn, you saying that to somebody you don't know. If are you blocking me from saying anything else? Or are you telling people because you don't know me?
So he said he believed his feelings was hurt.
So what do you think? What do you think that Gil said in that DM that upset Charleston White? Let's break that down.
What do you mean? In the text message, what
Yeah,
he said?
what do you think on there that he said that was so outlandish?
He called, man, he called him out his name. Why did he do that?
But what did he call him out his name and say? Can you say the two things that he said?
Said he was fake. It said he was fake. Said he was a rat. He's not a rat. He's not a rat. Like, that's what I'm saying.
You can't say he's not a rat. When
I can say that because I know that.
You can't say that he's not a rat when he
Man, I can say that.
but listen, you know him personally. Listen, if I go on the internet and
yeah, I know him. That's what I'm saying. That's why Bourne said, "Man, my boy Cross is on here. I know him personally. That's my dog."
But you know him personally. What I'm trying to tell you is the energy he put out to the world is that he will tell on you. Is that he will call?
He's a citizen. He's a citizen. He will.
Yeah,
If you
hold up. Let me say something real quick. Let me say something real quick. If you're a citizen, hold up. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna keep it real. All the citizens right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me say something. If you're a citizen, why you get online talking that gay shit about people dead kids? That's a street nigga could do that. I'm a street nigga, so I still got that street nigga tendencies in me. I can't get rid of them. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be at work sometimes ready to bust a nigga in the head. You know what I mean? So I still got street nigga tendencies.
But that doesn't make you wrong or right. That's your choice.
If I get on Instagram Live right now and I got 3,000 people in there and somebody is running their mouth on there to me and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna call the cops up right now, and I call the cops up on live. Whether I'm acting like I'm calling the cops or whether I'm really calling the cops. If I'm sitting up here and telling people that I will tell on you, so how can you get upset if I call you a rat? If I get up here on some Diddy stuff and be like I do this and I do that, I can't
okay.
somebody call me
So if you go to work and you do something and they call the police on you, they rats too. If you do something. If you go to the bank, hold on, you go to the bank. What about Walmart? What about the gas station? And they work in there.
Hold on. My sis Black Widow in the building. Salute to my sis Black Widow.
Salute.
It's a difference. It's a difference if I go out in the community and I commit a crime and the citizen that's working a regular 9 to 5 or minding their business call the cops. And then that's what's going to happen. You're going to go to jail. My whole thing is this: if I have a platform and you sitting up here and me and you is back and forth arguing, and you like, Twiz, when I catch you, I'm gonna do this and that to you, and I'm like, I wish you would. I'm gonna call your local police right now. If I'm sitting up here and I'm saying I will do that, then the average person is gonna be like, oh, he's gonna. Why you think he embraced the name Brad Williams?
Listen, because people was caught. He couldn't use Cat Williams, so he used the Rat Williams because people kept saying, because he said he tell. What I'm saying to you is, listen what I'm saying. Okay, so let's say, okay, like you said, Rat Williams, he tell, whatever. So if you know that, why would you respond to a person that you know gonna tell or say something to you? Why? That's what I want to know.
It's not even about why would you respond.
No, listen, it's record. Listen, it's record that you said, Twiz, but it's record that you said recorded that he said that. So why would Gillie say something to a person that he know might potentially tell on him? Why?
He took ownership to it. It's like this. Listen, if I write you right now and I'm a close friend of Diddy, and I'll be like, you know what, bro, I want you to come to this party and this and that. And you write back in the DM, bro, I'm not coming there. Yo, Diddy be on some stuff. If this person is known, or whether the people look at it, whether it's true or not, if you have a label as that, especially if you accept that label, you can't be upset. My whole thing is this. I'm not saying that Cat Williams is a rat. I mean that Charleston White is a rat.
Cat Williams ain't no rat.
Yeah.
Leave my boy Cat Williams alone.
Yeah. Listen, what I'm trying to say is he did numerous times online and said that he will tell. He act like he called this and I saw him on a live with somebody and he was talking about calling a local police and called the number up. He like, this is a detective right here. My whole thing
Yeah,
is
but
this:
he,
if
but
somebody
that's
call him a rat, why
and
would
I
he
get
get
what you're
mad?
saying, but I'm just gonna clear it up. That's the internet. That wasn't. He didn't do that. Like, there's nobody. I'm just gonna ask you, Twist, and you're
We
saying that.
using the
Listen, hold
internet
on.
as
What
a
I'm saying, Twist,
scapegoat, Cross.
but
We
Twist,
can't.
no, listen. I want you to just answer this for me, and I understand what you're saying. You saw that on the internet. Tell me one person who came back on the live and said Charleston White presses charges on me. I want you to tell me one person on the internet who said that.
That rapper from Atlanta. They got
Yeah,
locked
No,
up.
he did not.
somebody he
He
got
was being
locked up.
no, he was being threatened. The guy was on probation. They actually, the detective called the guy
Okay,
and
so
told
let
him.
me ask you this.
Charleston called.
Let me ask
Listen,
you this.
hold on. Charleston called the dude himself and told dude, chill out, man. I know it's the internet, but they looking at you. Dude kept going, and that's how he got caught.
Okay,
That's
so
the truth.
let me ask you this. Why did Boosie say he not messing with Charleston White on that interview?
Which one?
The one where he said, I'm not messing with him. That boy will get you locked up. I
That
don't know
was
what platform
okay.
it was.
And that was on the Vlad. Now, hold on.
So that show
So
you how people
Hold
look
on.
at it when it comes to it.
Hold on. I'm gonna clear it up for you, Twiz. Now, moving fast forward on the Aiden Ross show, that's why Vlad got mad because Charleston was supposed to be on there with Boosie. Charleston and Boosie ain't got the reason. Okay, now I'm finna tell it. And I told Boy the reason why Charleston mad at Boosie because he was on the internet. If you go Google it, that Boosie tried to stop Charleston from his comedy tour in Louisiana. So
That was
he asked the
murder.
promoter, "Why are you coming at me like this? I even rent, or I'll provide the security, or I'll rent the police, or rent them by the hour to be able to do my comedy show because I have a big circuit there." And they said, "Go Google it." The promoter said, Boosie said, "I can't have you here." That's why if you go see it, he went back at Boosie and dropped the paperwork because he said, "Boosie, why are you trying to stop and hate on me when you went on the internet and just like you said, I don't mess with him. If you don't mess with him, why are you going behind his back calling promoters telling him don't go that way?"
Because
Because
Charleston White
what?
Charleston White was already trolling Boosie. He been trolling him.
No, no,
Listen, bro, it's like this. It's like this. If you trolling me, bro, if you trolling me and you going back and forth with me, he went to his you leaving out the fact that he went at Boosie's son and all of that. If you come into my city, yeah, I'm
no.
gonna shut you down if I can. It
I
didn't
want
just
to
start
clear
with
that.
that. It just didn't start with that yo promotion.
Twiz, I want to clear it up. He did not go at Boosie's son. He went at Boosie and them, and then and T.I. and Little King, remember, responded. So he told them, "Why do you got your kids coming at me? I'm a grown man. Where's your dad in them?" That's when he went at them. He didn't. He went at Boosie and them about how King and them was acting and wilding out, and then King and them said he was gonna whoop Charleston or do something to him. That's what it was.
All right, hold on.
And
All
he
right, hold on 1 second. I want you to hear this. I pulled it up just for y'all to hear it. This is we was talking about Charleston call took his mom live while he was live. This is from the Danzig show. I want y'all to listen to this real quick.
Yeah.
I apologize to you. Gillie, Jay-Z, nobody from the industry have called and tried to make it right with you. Shout it out, bro. So they better not say nothing to me till they make it right with you. I'm a mastermind. And they should have never gave me this power on the internet. Never and never. And they can't take it. I'm calling Tuco Mama right now.
I'm waiting. You be having the internet in a frenzy.
I run the internet, nigga. This is my playground. They ain't figured this out yet. This is my playground. What's going on, brother? Hey, how you doing, Miss Dominique? I'm doing fine. How you doing? Say, listen, I got the internet mad at me, mama. What you doing now, bro? Well, they mad because I'm saying fuck somebody dead. But they wasn't mad when they were saying fuck your baby. So I'm mad. I know, right? When they were saying all this about your baby, What was you doing? You was pleading and crying.
Yeah, to get them to stop. You right, brother.
And to this day, ain't nobody apologized to you.
At all.
Gillie, Jay-Z, nobody from the industry have called and tried to make it right with you.
Not at all.
That's cool.
So they better not say nothing to me till they make it right with you.
Thank you, brother. I love you so much.
I love you too, mama. They better not say a motherfucking thing to me till they make it right with you, mama.
I understand, brother. That's right. Ain't nobody apologized.
That's all I wanted, mama. I'll call you later.
Okay.
All right.
But I don't see that as real talk. I see that as playing off some other shit, bro.
No, dog. That shit real, dog. Okay. I mean, again, I totally get it.
That's bullshit.
I totally get it, dog. Like I said, I can't know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, everybody entitled to that. I know the truth, though. Like I said, I know the truth, but again, I get it. You know
My whole thing is this.
Oh, go ahead.
My whole thing is this. I didn't mean to cut you off, but listen. All right, Tuka, mom, make you know what I'm saying, God rest your kid. You know what I'm saying? You know, definitely condolences. Don't nobody want to see nothing happen to nobody. But anybody know that if you lost a child or someone close to you for violence, you don't add fuel on the fire. Just because the situation happened with your son, that don't give Charleston White the right to say, oh, they saying this, they mad because I said F somebody did. You doing the same thing that you was upset about, man. That's somebody else's kid that Charleston White is talking about.
But you know the whole drill. But you know the whole drill music was created by Tuka. That's where the whole smoking on. Again, he was saying.
So let me ask you this: why you think Tuka was a part of the drill music? Do you think that Tuka was a kid that was minding his business and was a straight A student, and don't nobody justify? You know,
Yeah, he wasn't even really. He got hit at the. I ain't saying no kid was perfect, but he wasn't the kid that was portrayed.
Tuka was an active gang member. If anybody do their research on what Chicago was, why do you think that little girl
But does that warrant? But listen, what I'm saying. But does that warrant for you to use that child's name? You just said he was a kid, no matter what.
It don't. But what I gotta say is, it was kids that was using that kid name. You didn't see no adult that was of that age above. Listen. I'm 36, bro. I'm younger than y'all. We didn't play that. We didn't play that dissing the dead. If somebody got aired out or something like that, nobody made songs joking about it. It was no conversations joking about it. Your circle knew what happened. The hood might have knew what happened, and nobody said nothing.
But that's what
them. They wasn't. He talking about why was people. That's a Chicago thing. That's what
I was trying to say to is like that's what the whole thing came from, the drill rap, where it came from. That's the whole thing. Like even for years, the only reason why he was saying nobody's came to apologize, meaning as in nobody's came to even have an interview with you. That woman wanted. She's been pleading forever to say, hey, quit saying you smoking on this. That's why I say salute to Mama Duck, and everybody hated on her about that. But man, people are getting tired of these young kids losing their life, and they doing it in the vein of another person. You know, that's just the way I look at it.
But that's a whole era of drill stuff, is what I'm saying. Nobody condoned in that. These drill rappers, they not getting signed to majors. The only drill rapper that got signed to anything, you can say Chief Keef, we can say Dirk, and even when we mentioned King Von, if it wasn't for Dirk got Von on. Jay-Z and them ain't out here signing these drill rappers and them. Ain't nobody sitting up here condoning that. That's just the whole.
But remember, hold on now. But wait a minute now. Remember now, they had a march in New York. 5-year foreign Nicki Minaj. I mean, not Nicki Minaj, but Cardi B and them. They did not want it. Remember, the mayor said we're gonna get rid of drill rap. They did a march and a protest to not get rid of drill rap, because drill rap started in Chicago, then went overseas, and then when it it hit New York, again, I tell people the reason for the music drill, you cannot do drill music unless you go and take somebody out. That's what drill music is. Chicago invented drill music, meaning as in they used to say it back in the days when I lived in the Midwest. When they say an album's dropping, most of them people, that means an op about to lose their life. That's what drill music is.
Well, we know Cardi B at the end of the day, she supported drill music. She supported that young boy
She support
that's
the genocide of
booked.
our
Yeah,
people. Right.
that's
That's
booked
what
right there.
drill means.
But
Yeah.
she wasn't the name that was mentioned. I never heard Charleston White go at Cardi B for supporting that young boy, that drill young boy. The people he going at, none of these guys support none of the drill music. Is just what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
you know what
Right.
I'm saying? They don't
No,
support that.
what I was just doing was showing you that was the reason for it. And I understand what you're saying. Like it happens all the time on the East Coast, but that's what the whole drill scene about, again, I don't like to say it, but, smoking on him. And everybody kept saying it from the Chief Keefs to all these people. That's where the whole fuse started. Then it spewed over to the older people. And that's why when she kept saying, why are y'all doing that in vain of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to remember,
So,
like in
but
Chicago, there's an area
and
called Tukaville. Like they called it.
exactly, and it's Tuckerville because he was a reputable guy back before drill rap started. Before drill rap started, he was reputable. Them guys was scared of him. That's why they came at him and got him like they got him. But my whole thing is this: for her to be a sad mother and for her to know how it feel to lose a kid, the minute that he said they mad because I said that, I feel like as a parent, you should be like, I don't want. I heard Duck Mama Duck say herself. I wouldn't wish this on nobody parent. For all the parents that went through this, you should
Well, she did
automatically.
do that.
She
They,
didn't
they
do it
did.
on that phone call. She laughed and was
No,
like,
I see,
ha
but you
ha.
got to remember, and I'm not, you're not wrong, and I'm not right, and I'm not right, and you're not wrong. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I respect the content. It's great content. Y'all hit that like button.
It definitely is. Get them
Right.
likes up.
Yeah, because what I was just saying is you got to, again, it's been so long since she did it. Like, murder, like when Charleston and them did that with Say Cheese was Murder Changed Me. She got on there, and it was the first time that ever all the women from the Chicago drill scene, even Mo3 Mama got on there, where they was able to talk about. And what Charleston did was he did something different. He said, coming from the victims, the mothers of the victims in the
Okay.
stories, because we don't get a chance. Yeah. So if you ever get a chance, if you go on YouTube, look at Murder Change Me. He had Tuka Mom on there. He had Duck's mom on there. He had Mo3 Mom on there. He had what's the dude name that was with Meek Mill?
Who? Which one you talking
Uh,
about?
who?
Lil Snoop. Lil Snoop.
Little Snoop Mama was on there, and then was damn, was somebody else. I don't want to mess up, but it was like five mothers on there. And what he did was, again, that's why I'm saying people don't understand. What he did was he wanted to interview the mothers. He put all that together in Dallas for them to interview the mothers of what it felt like, and then he brought people that did crimes to or took somebody's life for them
Yeah.
to ask questions. So it was pretty powerful when they did that. Yeah, go ahead.
And to me, that's what make him more of a walking contradiction. Because has anybody in this chat, anybody on this panel, besides maybe Born, has anybody ever heard Cheese Mom say any sentence or anything? Did Charleston White ever talk to Cheese Mom? He's so busy talking about Gillie this and Gillie that. Did he
Well,
not
he
realize that
did.
that man got a mom though, a regular
Yeah, but
mom that work a 9 to 5
that's a fact.
that do things like that. So while you sit up here and you
But
can sit up
look
here
at it.
and
But if you look at the remember you said let's go off the screenshot. Look at the bottom portion of it where he said, "Hey, you wanted a snitch to help you." and he showed you the person that he was going to help him with, and he at that person. I think it was Wood Seed or whoever it was. That's why I said at the bottom of it, that's Charleston's response to him. You got seem like you got a lot of hot air or steam in your chest or whatever, but then he goes and explaining, hey, you're the same one that wanted somebody to tell, which I was trying to help. Like, look at the text. That's what I'm saying. Look at what he responded to, and he at Wallow and at Gillie.
But everybody is different. Like you might have somebody.
But can we agree? But I'm saying, can we agree that he did when he responded? He said, remember, I'm the one at Gillie and them that the guy that I knew was supposed to. You came to us about your son. That's what it says.
Who came to who about whose son?
In the text message, you don't have that text.
Let me see, because Born did send it to me. I ain't read the.
Yeah, I just want you to make sure you look at it and look at the bottom part. That's the response to what he said. And again, anybody can say, I'm not knocking nobody, but I'm just saying, if that's what he said, don't forget, I was, you know what I'm saying? I know the person that you was trying to help with the snitching, and he at that person, Wood, OC or whatever, and he at Gillie and Wallow at the bottom. It's in white. That was his response to Gillie about that. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Chad.
Okay, so I'm just reading. Let me just respond to it before you move on, Born. I do see, like, out of everything, all I see is him starting it off with, saying that, basically, Gillie the kid got smoke in his chest, made his son rest in peace, and the killer be forgiven by God and live a long life of redemption. Remember how your son died? You was begging for a snitch to help solve his crime. Now, let's just break that down real quick. When did Gillie ever say for anybody to come up if they have any information to give it up? When or where did anybody ever see anything about Gillie saying,
but again,
y'all know the killers, can y'all
but you wouldn't see it.
We gotta touch up on facts though. We gotta.
But listen what I'm saying. But and I'm with you on that. But you didn't finish the rest of it because he showed you who he was talking about when he at the wood seed or whatever that seed is, and he at wallowing them again. That's all I'm saying. Like you didn't read. You said
the people he added besides
because only Gillie and the back scene know what's going on. That's all I'm saying. That's why he at that person to let people know. Like you said, who would know that? Well, how would he know that? Well, why would he at that guy?
Everybody that Charleston White added was a platform for it to go viral. Why is you adding Cheese? What do Say Cheese got to do with any of that? Everybody he added was for
but listen, but that's not in the sentence though. That's at the end of saying. But I'm saying he specifically said whatever the way the seeds or whatever. That's the person he's talking about. So if you go to that Instagram, that's why he made sure he tagged of who you was helping or you wanted them to tell or find out for you.
Nobody could tell besides the people that was there. And the people that he added was not any of them people that was back only. Only the people that was back only when that happened knows what happened. At the end of the day, is what I'm saying. It's all shock value stuff. That's not from...
Right.
If that's the case, Gil could have easily got on his joint and did a video real quick. Yo, if y'all know who did it, he could have had his wife say, or his baby mom say, if y'all got an issue, I mean, if y'all know what's going on,
listen what you said.
If you notice, it was never a reward or nothing on the news or nothing like. It was never.
Now I'm agree. And I'm agree with you because that's what you said. You said, who knows if something happened behind the scenes? So again, I'm going back behind the scenes. When he tagged and said that, you're right. We don't know what happened behind the scenes. We don't know where that guy at. I'm telling you, he gave information about behind the scenes that, again, he was a part of. So he tagged the person. You wouldn't know that. Like you said, we wouldn't know that. We wouldn't know. Why would Gillie White get on there and say, if you know anything, if they going to handle it? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And you were right about a lot of it. That's why I said I ain't knocking that, and I can't knock again more than like you said. As a man, you wouldn't have reached that far. That, like you said, and like Bourne said, that's a reach that you wouldn't have reached that far. And I totally understand that. And my stance is,
Definitely.
I totally understand that. But at the end of the day, is I can't. None of us on here can say how far, what man would take it. It's not for us to say that. We only know what we would do.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I definitely can't say how far the next man would take it. I just look at it like, just having a heart, bro, in general. Like I
Right,
said, if somebody in my neighborhood, I could have never known them a day of my life and had a conversation with them, and we start
right,
chopping it up, and if we got an issue and we start arguing, and I would never say to that man face, "That's why your son is dead." So that's how I look
right,
at it. Like the
right.
internet is one thing, but we all humans. I'm not gonna say nothing over the internet about nobody that I wouldn't have the energy to say directly to their face
And, and,
without a
and,
gun.
and
Without
that
we talking
goes,
about
and that
man to
goes,
man in the room,
and that goes for Gillie too, for texting that instead of telling that man how he really felt.
but he wasn't talking directly to Charleston
But
White.
he was talking
He was
about him.
talking.
But he was
he was
talking,
talking.
man, he was talking about him. That ain't had nothing to do with that man. That man is an author. And it goes, but all I'm saying is it goes, that's why I said I agree with y'all, but we also got to agree it all goes across the board. Like you said, he shouldn't have said that without saying it to that man's face, and that man shouldn't have texted without saying how he felt about that man. He's a man too. He could have hit that man up on Instagram and said how he felt.
That's somewhat true, but I'm just saying. All I was saying about what Gil said in that text in that DM was, he said everything that Charleston White already pretty much agreed to being. That's all I'm saying. Whether he told or whether to see, he pretty much
Well, he was
he
wrong about
accepted
the
that
20
title,
and
and
well,
he
he was
put that
wrong about the
perception
20
out
and
there.
30. But I'm gonna say this, he was wrong about the 20 because he need to do his research. He's wrong about the 20 and 30, and then he get to 40 and want to be something. That is not true. So I just want to clear that up.
And
That's
he talking he
All right,
talking
hold on.
about
No, hold on. Hold on. Let me say
he
something. Let me
talking
say
about
something.
yeah, I know you got
he
to get
talking
off, boy.
he
No, I
talking
gotta get off. No, I gotta get
he
off. I
talking
Oh,
want
okay.
to.
about worldwide is what I'm saying. Like he might have been known in Fort Worth and stuff like that, but he talking about the world. He didn't get known to the world until that Nipsey Hussle stuff happened, and that's what he
Right.
talking about. Nobody knew him. He not saying locally. He talking about through the world to where he got the platform that he got today. We talking
But
about somebody like Gillie that
nobody
you
knew.
looking at it like
But that
Gillie
doesn't
been
make
known
sense
around
because
the world since he was like 18 before the
I never
internet
knew.
and stuff like that.
I didn't know who Gillie was until later, dog. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like,
but labels did is what I'm saying. Labels was trying to sign the
but
major figures. The major figures they was rolling. How you think he
I
even
know
got
that. I
around
know Gillie
Cash
was
Money and
in the
stuff like
'90s.
that?
I know Gillie was in the '90s.
Facts.
yeah,
Gil and them was coming up New York and they was running down on Jada Kiss and them people like the rappers, the people that had names back then. They knew who he was. You know what I'm talking about? They knew who the major figures was. They all
yeah.
had labels. You know that Cash Money deal and all that. It wasn't no Instagram back then. So how you think? People from New Orleans, Cash Money that was already making millions. How they knew who Gillie and them was? How you think he got the movie that he did with Nipsey Hussle? That was all because of
That Fame
the
Frame
blog
movie.
he did with
Oh,
Cassidy. You know what I'm
yeah.
talking about? Like,
Right,
so he looking at it like he was known since he was 18,
right.
19. So that's why he's saying it like that. Not saying that
Okay, I
Charleston
see
White.
what you're saying.
It's a fact that Charleston White definitely been getting busy. I saw Charleston White going in city halls, and that's the
Yeah,
stuff that I saluted to him. But he just lost me right there. I just look at how I look at it is I don't got no issues with Charleston White. I just feel as
right,
though
right, right.
he
I know
could have
you
tore.
don't. Right,
I feel like he could have tore Gillie apart a million other ways besides
right,
bringing his son in there. That's the only issue I had. And what he said about his son, it was very degrading and
right.
sickening to my stomach. That's all I'm saying.
I totally understand it. That's why I said totally understand that coming from as a person like you. And again, okay, so and that's why I said so. And I know you might not think that, but imagine if you're trying to help somebody or I'm trying to help you. And again, that's just the way I'm looking at it from, if I'm trying to help you and then all of a sudden somebody else sends your content and they say, I don't mess with it, blah, blah, blah. And he said, man, I'm just trying to help him, man, because Twiz be, talking, helping to you. And man, he did, and then it's like, man, homeboy, like, come on, man. And then they send that to you, like you even said earlier. You said, man, it might be somebody basically irrelevant in the comment, and it takes something to spark me. That's what you said earlier. So
hold on. Now we've been on this for 2 hours, but I wanted to get to the other topic that everybody waiting for because they keep talking about it.
Oh, 50.
Yeah.
50 got played. Yeah, I'm glad we on here, Twiz. 50 got, y'all like 50. 50 didn't know his girl was being pimped out.
Yo, but what's crazy about that is this just show you how cold 50 is. The average person might have been quiet. He straight up started going in on his doggone baby mom. That boy is reckless.
Hold on.
Yeah, he a problem, dog.
Hold on.
So,
hold on. I want y'all to listen to this real quick. And I want to ask y'all, do y'all believe that this is a fact? Because if it was a fact, don't you think she would have said it sooner? Hold on.
Let's get smooth in here, right? So whatever you say,
Che gonna have everything up there.
Whatever you say, Che's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
Oh man, we got action. The freako that broke up the household. Hey, Lil Rod, you better be on point with your lawsuits, because if not, brother, you are going to have to pay. Now, Lil Rod has a lawsuit against Diddy. In that lawsuit, it came out yesterday that he mentions 3 women as Diddy's sex workers. Those 3 women, Daphne Joy, and also another chick named Jade. Now, the name that stuck out the most besides Young Miami was Daphne Joy. Daphne is 50 Cent's baby mama, and as soon as the news broke, 50 got to clowning her online. Now, obviously, nobody wants to be known publicly as the chick that's a sex worker, even though there's some chicks out there that do it. Now, after clowning her yesterday, Daphne Joy went on the internet to go speak her piece. Daphne denies the whole thing. She says, I am deeply hurt by the lies in Rodney Jones's lawsuit. The claim that I am a sex worker is 100% false and character assassination. I am retaining an attorney to explore all legal remedies against both Rodney and his attorney. Now, Daphne goes on to address the man 50 Cent himself. She says, Curtis James Jackson. Now, you know it's real when they call you out by your government. Everything is a joke to you until our safety is compromised, which is happening now. You are wreaking real havoc, frenzy, and chaos onto people's lives. How would you feel if Sire was the one in handcuffs for nothing? We moved to New York to give you the opportunity to be a father to your son, and you saw him 10 times out of the 2 years that we lived 1 mile away from you. Nah, I say it in so 50. I am tired of upholding and protecting an image to our son that you have never even earned. Let's put the real focus on your true evil actions of raping me. Whoa, raping me? And physically abusing me. You are no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you from this point on. You have permanently damaged the last hope I had for you as a father to preserve our family with these last and final claims made against me. You have broken our hearts for the last and final time. Now, Daphne goes on to also post this video of her crying, saying, I wouldn't wish this on any woman. God hears me, and that's all that matters. It also came out today that 50 is seeking sole custody of their son. So with everything going on, this is a very emotional time for Daphne. Now, those are some very heavy claims of rape and abuse by Daphne. Obviously wouldn't wish that on her or anybody, but for her sake, if these claims are not true, best believe 50 will definitely sue her. Obviously, you can't just make these wild claims about people. It can ruin lives, reputations, but looks like Daphne is going to be playing fire with fire. If you're going to start saying shit about me,
hold up, did he buy her new lips? Nah, I'm joking.
yeah, she full of, yeah, I'm gonna say it. Man, she full of shit. No, you mad? You didn't need Diddy then. They gonna bring up the fact, no, he getting the custody, because what happened was she was mad because he said, I didn't know you was a sex worker, you. And then and now he's going to file for it because now and she talking about how we moved and man, come on, man. Diddy was paying her. You're in court document.
Hold up, but think about this. When she said 50 only seen his son, what, 10 times in 2 years?
Man,
that seemed like 50 be around that little boy way more than that, bro. I don't know. Have y'all been seeing every time he's 50 somewhere, he got that boy with him?
I don't know, but one thing I'm surprised is that 50 was dumping in anything, making another kid. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm surprised that he even did that for him to be as street smart as he is. And that girl, she's capping, bro. Like, 50 is the last person that will R somebody, a female, and put hands on them. We talking about the same one that had Vivica Fox in tears when he was just coming up and she was still a star, starring in movies and stuff like that. You think he about to be? You think 50 got some of the thickest skin in the whole industry, bro? A female not about to get under his joint where he about to put hands on him.
Well, I just sent a born, put that in there. That's the actual documents of what they say. Even Puffy bragged about her, Young Miami, and Jay Ramey as being his best blank. Well, I ain't gonna mess with time. Blank workers, right? They used to pay her. Young Miami got $500,000 a month, and Diddy paid her $200,000 a month.
I never seen a female a day in my life sit around and brag about getting golden showers, and we know Young Miami did that with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So
she in the paperwork for pushing that pink girl. She right now going to Virginia from Florida. That's what they get them for, and them tunnels and stuff. But like I said, yeah.
And know what the funny thing is, when you got to think about it, 50 was paying this woman $50,000 a month child support. He still was paying her, even when she's with Diddy. So how he's not doing nothing for you and your son? You lying ass sack chaser.
She not exactly. She's a sack chaser. To leave from 50, you getting 50,000 a month. What is you around Diddy for? Be a mother. You trying to be around
Twiz, I said this and I gotta say it now because born on here. Now, we know 50 went at this shit crazy. 50 went at Rick Ross and he got Rick Ross' baby mama and bought her stuff, right? The video's out there. Well, okay, listen. Then you hear Rick Ross say, Curtis, don't go there, Curtis, right? Now, when you go fast forward and find out, now I'm going to ask you, fast forward and find out that Puffy and Rick Ross and all them was cool, and then find out Puffy had her as a blank worker. Do you think Rick Ross and everybody in the industry smashed her? Because Puffy, that's what she was at the parties.
That's crazy.
Ain't that crazy? I told boy was like, damn. That's why he mad. That's why they said he kept poking. And he poking at Jay-Z right now. So they said he's a little upset. So think about it. If you took somebody, because you thinking internet and beef and street, you take a baby mama out. Again, if she never said, and his baby mama, wow, she never said he smashed her. But if Puffy was paying her and Rick Ross is at these parties, if you see and you know you Rick Ross and say, hey man, hey listen, dog, hey I want to smash her Puffy. Do you think he probably smashed her?
That's a good question.
Crazy. Listen to what I said. Ain't that the biggest? I told Bourne that's got to be the biggest get back, my nigga. That's why I remember everybody kept saying, why 50 don't like you? He said, I don't know why he don't like me. He said, remember, he said, he tried to take me out and then he didn't want to do it. But imagine the biggest get back is having your baby mama. Listen, dog, she's a blank worker. She was never his girl. She was hired as a.
Oh, 1 second. 50 Cent's black baby mom said 50 beat that Asian girl and raped her. How would you know? Was you in the bedroom with her? Come on, man. We ain't gonna put accusations. That's accusations, bro. False advertising. That's allegedly.
It's hard to accept anything that a previous baby mom dealt with. It don't matter if you're a millionaire or a regular guy.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing we can clear a lot of. If it's one thing, and again, we don't condone nobody putting their hands on no woman at all. But my question to y'all is,
Hold up, man. Fuck. Oh, I'm the curse. F that. Back in the day, man.
No.
Let me say. Back in the day, you niggas act like I ain't talking about you y'all on the line, but you niggas act like that y'all never shook a chick before.
No, but what I'm saying is, my point was, if that's the case, then why does she wait to get put in federal papers or indictment papers to then come out and say what this man did when she worked? She was a worker. She's a worker. I don't care what nobody. I sent Born that. Born put it up right now. He can read the paper. We can put it on the screen and he can read it about she's.
Sometimes too, we gotta look at it deeper, bro. Like if you somebody that whether it's your wife or whoever it is, you could easily flip out as a man. Let's keep it a stack. If you with a woman, whether you was married to her, something, or you got years in, and you find out your wife slept with your brother or did some cutthroat stuff.
Right.
Because I see LeBron was talking about, like the crib got flipped and all that. As a man, you can naturally black out if you got love for a woman. But I also know that if you sit up here, somebody like 50 is built, bro. If 50 punch a female and put hands on her, she gonna have some type of mark on her. So when a woman go to and they dealing with a domestic and they go to that district, they're going to take pictures of any type of physical marks on them. So flipping somebody's house is different than sitting up here and just coming in and you drunk and you punch your wife in her eye socket or something like that. So sometimes them domestics, them Jones get blown out of proportion. You can't go off of every police report like, oh, he flipped her house up.
Hold up. She didn't even follow the police report, bro.
Yeah, and like they even said, LeBron James said, like he said, they filed it that day again. You got to ask yourself, if that happened and they've been split up, why all of a sudden she want to come out? She's in paperwork, and Homeland Security said if she cannot provide her, Young and May, and Jay Ramy cannot provide any wire transfers of them filing taxes, they in trouble, dog. Like she's in trouble, dog. Like Diddy admitted it. Like I don't know what people think. Like it's in there, dog. That's why they and even Homeland Security came out today and said they have concrete evidence. People will come out. They're afraid to come out right now. It is what it is. I tell people it is what it is, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't care. At the end of the day, if you're doing wrong, that's what it is. It's the year of the truth, bro. You're going to get exposed. And I just feel like a lot of them dudes is getting exposed. A lot of this stuff is getting exposed. It's sickening, dog, because what is put in them files of what he did. Why do you think Stevie J came out today? He's in the paperwork. He's a worker too. They said Puffy had him on the payroll. That's why they got that. What's the dude? Brendan Paul, that little young dude. They caught him with the Ye and Wood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I don't even know why Stevie J even tried to speak up. Everybody know he got a bunch of skeletons in his closet.
come on, man.
He's the last person that need to be trying to.
He on talking about he gonna go and beat up 50 while he licking his lips. I'm like, man, this dude weird.
Hold up.
I hated that.
Hold up. We're about to go there right now.
Oh my God, that was the weirdest video I ever seen. They talking about beating somebody up.
Stevie J threat 56.
I'd have been sweating. Phone coming out my mouth. I've been.
Stevie J, the same one that was dealing with Eve, straight out of doggone high school. She went to high school in my neighborhood, and he dealt with her straight out of high school and did that S tape with her.
That's crazy.
When he was playing with her with the toys and all that stuff, so he be on angles.
Twist, I told Born, I put it on my TikTok, right? The song, I Need a Girl, right? So I was listening to it, and so I put on my TikTok and move the music from the background. Okay, listen to this stanza right here. He said, what did he say? I knew you would die for me. You had to be my girl. Took the ride for me. So you got to ask that stanza. Who took a ride for him? I know. So you know what I'm saying. Then the next one is, we was like girls. He said, you was my girl, but we was like brothers. Now that's weird. You was my girl, we was like brothers. We used to play fight under the covers. Now you done left, and I'm starting to wonder that I really understand I love you. Who did he play fight under the covers with?
Damn.
Go listen to it.
Cross debunking everything right now.
Yeah, listen, bro. Born to tell you, I said that I put on. It went, but he was like, "Damn, I'm telling you, that's the song." Now, guess who? It was Usher and Diddy.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Check it out. Here goes Stevie J right now.
You and your feelings about Daphne? Is she with gang them? Or
gang.
is it that you sucking little rod? However it go, I want you to fade. All that. Since it's entertainment, let me beat the shit out of you on TV or something. Don't duck that. I'm calling you out. What you want to do, Curtis? Curtis!
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
He's actually zesty as hell.
Earlier today, 50 Cent responds to his baby mother being mentioned in the recent Diddy lawsuit. That's right, y'all. According to reports, producer Lil Rod made some changes in his recent lawsuit against Diddy. According to Lil Rod, Diddy had a couple women on payroll, and of course, 50 Cent's baby mother Daphne was mentioned in this lawsuit. As we all know, 50 Cent, he's been dissing Diddy a lot over the years. Countless interviews, 50's, taking shots at Diddy's sexuality. 50's went as far as to say that Diddy offered to take him out shopping. So we all, are very familiar with 50 sending shots at Diddy, right? And it seems like every time Diddy's name come out in the headlines, 50 wastes no time. So of course, once reports came out saying that 50's baby mother was mentioned in Diddy's recent lawsuit, you already know 50 Cent this morning took to IG to respond with the post that reads, I didn't know you was a sex worker. You little sex worker. LOL. Yo, this shit is a move. Not long after, 50 would then make a post sending shots at Stevie J. For those who may not know, Stevie J's name is also mentioned in this recent lawsuit against Diddy. So of course, Stevie J is saying, look, enough is enough with the Diddy jokes. Since you always got something to say, how about we just step in the ring and box it out? Seems like Stevie J is tired of all the Diddy jokes after seeing what Diddy went through this week. Of course, we all seen federal agents outside of Diddy's crib, kids in handcuffs. I mean, this was a crazy week, right? So, of course, eventually a lot of people assumed that Diddy was on the run, trying to dodge federal agents. He left his kids behind. Just to see this picture right here showing him being questioned by federal agents, right? They went ahead and locked up the white boy, but they never arrested Diddy, right? Then we seen video footage of Diddy right here at Miami Airport. Again, the timing of this video, I'm not sure, but at that moment, once the world reacted to the video of seeing his kids in handcuffs, everyone assumed Diddy was on the run. But here we are, a couple days later, and still, Diddy is a free man. So now I'm confused as to what was the purpose of the raid, right? We all hear the feds have a conviction rate, 98%, right? They always say when the feds get involved, it's over. However, I haven't seen any evidence to prove that Diddy is guilty of all of these claims we've been hearing, over the weeks, over the years. Essentially, it seems like they came up short. And I hope that isn't the case. Embarrassing this man, humiliating his family. I mean, I'm not convinced on that, right? I feel like there's more to the story because you see pictures like this of 50 and Diddy joking and playing around. You know what I mean? To now, 50 and humiliating his family. I mean, this has been a crazy week. Now, when it comes to 50, I'm still trying to figure out what is the issue between these two. Now, of course, some would say Diddy slept with 50's baby mother, but me, I'm not convinced on that. right? I feel like there's more to the story because you see pictures like this of 50 and Diddy joking and playing around. You know what I mean? To now, 50's just celebrating this man's downfall, right? And, you know, I get it. You know, when you got beef with somebody, you know, it's beef forever. I understand that. But to celebrate Diddy and what he's going through right now, I mean, come on. You can't be a black man, right? 50 in the position that you're in, what makes you think you're protected? Come on. All it takes is one allegation and then you in a situation that Diddy's in, right? And the funny thing is, Jimmy Iovine was mentioned. You know what I mean? Allegations early this year, of course.
Yo, man, I'm getting tired of these niggas defending this motherfucker Diddy, bro. Pardon my French. They defended him for being a weirdo.
Yeah, and he came in there. I don't know what his whole commentary is about, like 50 and nah, bro. Again, the paperwork is out. He said he don't know why they came and it was a big deal. Again, if you go right now, I don't know if you can pull it up on Google, but if you pull up the Playboy Mansion 1970 and put in tunnels, they tell you they were there. It's Homeland Security. Homeland Security deal with the border. And people come across the border and bigger than that, and dignitarians. So I don't understand why people don't realize it's not just the feds. It's bigger than that.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Twiz, what you think about that Stevie J talking about he gonna box Diddy? I mean, gonna box 50, he'll be 50 up.
Man, he just talking. Stevie J was never known for no type of tough stuff, bro. Like, he just talking.
You remember Lil Scrappy? You remember Lil Scrappy whooped his ass on Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah, and that's a fact. And let's not forget, for him to not be a person that really voices opinion or voice his stance on certain things, for him to say this, that just let you know that that's whatever, you know, what 50 was saying got under that man's skin. You dig what I'm saying? For him to bust out the clear blue like that and to see a side of him, then we got to remember he's dealing with Faith Evans, Bad Boy Camp. He was around when Biggie and all them was alive. So that to him, that probably was a trophy that he earned from doing, some crazy acts. He probably ended up, buying her. You dig what I'm saying? To the fact where Faith Evans they probably got stuff over her head. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like he probably did whatever he had to do. Now he got that relationship and now everything crashing. And he know it's about to get crazy. And on top of that, he know doggone well 50 will mop him up. What he just want to eat, he want that.
I was talking to Gene Deal earlier on the phone. I told him what Stevie J was going on with Stevie. I said, Stevie J before 50. He's like, for what? Because 50 called him a sex worker. And he said he wanted to fight 50. He's like, Stevie J don't want to fight no 50. He's like, Stevie J, he don't want to fight him. He just want to talk. He's like 50 to do that boy dirty. This is what Jane Dale told me. Jane Dale and Stevie J are cool.
Man, 50 been known for having hands. 50 ain't one of them boys. You heard the boy. I forgot what's that boy that got deported? Begum Smurf. He was already talking about 50 knocking people out and stuff like that.
Knocked a grown man out at 14 or 15.
I remember I was locked up. This was probably like around like 07. And me and the boy Mike Knox, we was on the same block. And he was telling us this story about when 50 had got that crib, when he bought Tyson crib, and people was in there, like people would have they homies and stuff in there. And one time it was a fight that broke out in the house, and Banks and them, Yayo and them was trying to stop the fight. And 50 was like, no, let him fight. I like this type of S. Like, I ain't see this in a minute. You dig what I'm saying? So he that type of guy. Like, he not no bougie type of man. He get busy. And we know for a fact Stevie don't catch no type of wreck. So, he just talking just to talk.
I got a question to ask y'all. If you notice, and I was talking to Bourne about it, with the whole situation, I got a question. Do y'all think, so again, Is Diddy gonna tell? And the second question is, where's Quincy at?
I'll be sure, son.
I know if Diddy get charged, he gonna tell, he gonna cooperate. He gonna try to get it off him. Diddy is gonna do what Wesley Snipes did at the end of New Jack City. You know what I'm saying? That's what Diddy gonna do if he get taken down. Quincy
Well,
is
the reason why I said
preparing
that.
for the worst.
Well, the reason why I said that, it was, they said it came out today, a cryptic message where it wasn't cryptic, but I'll be sure it said, my door's always open, son. And at the bottom, he said, your biological father. Now, remember, the whole initial thing was Puffy was saying he was taking his kids to spring break, and Quincy was supposed to be there. But then nobody has seen Quincy since then. Now, my thing is, do you think he's the one? Because again, for them to come in and look at for certain things, they got to know who it could be. Whether it could be the little, the white dude, I'm gonna say it, the mule or whatever. But I'm just saying, do you think? Imagine finding out allegedly what they said that hey, what they said. They say, hey man, come to find out that allegedly your step pops, got rid of your mama and try to get rid of your daddy.
Yeah.
Think about it. I'm just saying, think about it. And then I saw somebody said the music career. Don't forget, Quincy was supposed to have been on Empire the second season. And they said that Puffy went down there because Empire wanted 20% of the songs, which is normal on those shows like Power and stuff. They said Diddy went down there behind his back and went off to the point where they didn't even bring him back on Empire. That's how he lost the Empire spot, allegedly. So I'm just thinking, like, where the hell is Quincy at when the other two?
Quincy got another series out right now. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm just asking, like, where's Quincy at? Because again, the other two boys got picked up. So where is he at? Why ain't he picked up?
He playing on that Chicago show. What's that Chicago show?
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, why they ain't come talk to him?
Oh, because he's not really Puffy's son.
I know that, but wasn't he around it? You don't think he was at the party?
I think Quincy, when Puffy messed up Quincy chance with that first TV show, Quincy probably fell back for Puffy all the way after his mother died and stuff like that. I don't know the more Dylans.
Okay.
Okay.
You got Quincy on power. Okay. Now, I'm just saying that I know Justin Combs and the King Combs got arrested. I just know that they've been asking on the internet, like, where's Quincy at? As far as he ain't said nothing, have anybody talked to him? As far as you don't see him on there, but like you say, he probably fell back.
Because that's not his real dad. And I'm gonna tell you, son. And me and my source was talking about this. They order for Albie Shore to sign his son over. It was threats on his life and his family life.
Well, I believe that. I told it at 3 years old, knowing his dad, and that's why I said Puffy played it to make it seem like, because everybody said, what did Puffy really say to him? Because remember, it was weird the fact that his daddy, because remember now, Puffy, didn't he sign him or help him and then turn around and then took his because remember they said the whole thing with Jodeci, it was so you having my baby. Kim Porter said that they can't because I'll be sure if you go look at it, I'll be sure wrote that Jodeci song Forever My Lady, because he said he looked at Kim Porter and said, so you're having my baby, and he wrote the Forever My Lady. That was written because I'll be sure wrote that to Kim Porter. A lot of people don't know that.
But you know what? You know what's so funny? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why Puffy and them did what they did to Albie Shore, because Albie Shore wouldn't get down with the peanut butter boys.
Fact. Yep. And the fact that you got to remember, you got a homeboy. Think about this. Let's go further. When Kim Porter, before she passed away, guess who her intern was? Was Lori Harvey. And she used to call her Mama Kim. And after she died, she posted something, said, man, Mama Kim gone, love you forever. And then later on end up dating her Justin, allegedly. That's why I said now when you see the whole Puffy thing, it makes sense. They always say he dated them. I don't think he dated them, dog. Like I said again, they said with Young Miami, remember he got somebody pregnant when he was with you. They said, how do you do that? But he wasn't, when he in the paperwork, he wasn't dating them girls. Even Puffy, they was working. They started off, but then he put them on game and they started working for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
But yo, man, we've been up here about 2.5 hours, man.
Fact.
I appreciate everybody. Yo, I appreciate my brother Cross, my brother SV Twitch. I make sure y'all go and subscribe to their channels, the Hood Blogger and Cross Your Heart, the Plug Podcast. And man, yo, we're gonna do this again, man. I'm off for I'm on work Monday, so I got another
Great bill, man. I you know me, I love the going back and forth, dog. And that's what the internet needs, dog. Need a balance, dog. And again, like I said again, and I want the internet to understand there's no right or wrong. We can't say what the internet. People do all types of stuff. Again, we all giving our own perspective and point of view. So I just want the internet to understand that because a lot of people don't get that.
That's right.
And
yo, and we will be going live again tomorrow sometime.
Already.
My brothers, and we're gonna figure out a time to go, and we're gonna go, and we're gonna tackle. We're gonna get all into this.
And shout out to Twiz too, man. Twiz over there doing numbers, man, for real.
I appreciate it, Cross. That's love.
I've been waiting on you to go live so I can go on your live or wait till you upload something. I've been waiting.
I'm gonna have to start running the lives. I ain't running lives in months, but I might definitely have to start getting more active on them Jones, man. I appreciate you though, Cross. You already know how we carry.
Definitely, dog. Definitely.
All right, Cal, how we gonna end this? We're gonna end it like this. Peace to the 5% nation of guys and nerves. Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahman to Allah, to all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King, New Jersey. BTV, we bully the bullies. I'm your honorable born divine almighty Allah. I'm here with my brothers Cross, it's SV Twiz. And yo, how we gonna do this? We ain't no Bloods, no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTB TV, the Cross started his own day with Cross and Twiz, nigga. We out of here.
Nigga, what?
Nigga, what?
More to it.